One shall stand, and one shall fall.
Yeah. New kids on the block, we here making it pop. Don't care if you like it or not. The spot we want is the top. The head nerds in charge and I foresee to making things happen. If you think you heard what you thought you heard, go ahead and play that thing backwards. Coming out the speakers in the car in the man cave. The mother bus is about to be knocked off the airwaves. So be very afraid. Better check your gameplay. Sitting on all that and finna take away your fan base. The stage is set. Better put respect up on our name. What you get right now, you get it later. A consistent game, a steady dosage. Once you started, you can't get enough. The people's chant ain't a topic we ain't finna touch. So bring your A game, cause the boys behind the mic finna do the same thing. One time for the one time, let it off like bang bang. We aiming to be the greatest. We accepting any challenge. With a snap of the finger, bringing balance. Let's make it happen. You tuned in to the place to be. You tuned in to Hnic.
Head nerds in charge.
You tuned in to the place to be. You tuned in to Hnic.
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me. The Hnic.
What it do? Hnic is back for another week of fun-filled, blacktastic, geektacular news, movie reviews, and all types of stuff that might involve candy penises dropping on your head now that Trix is back. I gotta be careful with you guys. That's always a fun time. We've got another wonderful show, but first, of course, I'm King Kurt live, hence the crown. And to the left of me,
we have Sassy Yokai here.
oh, is that the name? Did you settle on Yokai?
Yes, we're settling on Yokai. I'm gonna keep it.
So no Sassy Neko, not what was the other one?
Oni.
Oni.
But we're not gonna go with that. We'll just keep it as Yokai.
Okay, so Sassy Yokai.
Yes.
Because you got more names than somebody trying to get SSI. Like,
well, sometimes you gotta try to find the right fit. People go through a couple of name changes before they pick one. They know that.
Okay.
It's part of the business.
And you are in the biz.
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, your horns look lovely today.
Thank you. I just polished them.
You polished horns?
Yes, mine's. So it's not weird.
Definitely weird, but we like weird. So thank you.
That's like cleaning a part of your body.
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. I'll leave that for your Patreon.
Jesus.
To the left of Sass, Texan, as usual, keeping up in the chat, letting y'all know what's going on. Please introduce yourself to the people because you just won't seem to leave. And we're kind of getting used to having you around here.
Yes. What's up, guys? It's at Taffy Wonder here, the Lone Wonder clone, kicking it again here with the head nerds in charge. And yeah, I'm not going nowhere, sucker. So you might as well get with the program.
She here forever.
Yo,
that's what she said.
When we started this thing, it was such a sausage fest. Now I'm outnumbered. It's so bad. I got to make sure that Trix's boyfriend Joe is here just to make me, just to give me moral support. Joe is like in the background, like it's okay, Kurt. But if it goes down, he's not helping me. I already know what's up before.
Yeah. You ain't got a snowball's chance of hell anyway.
No, 2 black women and Trix? Nah, you don't want that problem.
No.
And coming back again, one of our favorite people, almost, it's as if she's been melanated with the melting pot that is the Hnic.
Honorarily.
We have seasoned Trix to the right flavor and taste.
I'm not bland chicken anymore.
You were never bland chicken.
No. She was always flavorful.
I was at least salted.
Yeah. Hey, look,
least
salt and pepper
salted.
is always the go-to,
Salted.
but we appreciate having you back on the show. If you could introduce yourself to the wonderful people.
Hi everyone, my name is Trixel. I'm a cosplayer, and I'm really happy to be back here.
Yeah. You're happy to have you there.
That's right, we starting the hype horn early because we have so so much in geek news to drop to y'all. We're about to get into the hot topics, but I want everybody to put their hands together one time for our man on the wheels of steel, the engineer, the hostess with the mostest, my man, 50 grand, Don the Magic One, and he's going to make sure that we are on track, on time, and that the live feed doesn't drop, hopefully. Because this is definitely a Black Run production. Anything can go. We did start on time now.
Yeah.
Mostly.
No. Because
we're supposed to start at 8.
No. Listen, y'all. For those who actually tune into the show, the feed starts at 8, so that we allow people to hop on. The actual show starts at 8:05. So don't be talking bad about us in these streets. 8:05 is when the show officially starts. So don't be trying to put us out there. We
just like black people.
See?
Fashionably late.
It's like them old TBS shows. Remember back in TBS?
Wait, we too much, so we don't even matter.
Here go the funny thing. We finally give Don a mic. He don't talk into it. But Don now has a mic so that he can actually clearly.
I have a mic.
Yes, he has a mic.
Give us his 2 cents.
All I need is one mic.
And for you guys to hear it for a change.
Facts. So keep it active in the chat. By all means, we actually read comments in the chat live on air. We do not exclude you because you guys are just as part of the show as we are. And we've got some guests waiting in the green room. They're going to come in after we get through these hot topics. But first, let's have a little discussion. The new season of Rick and Morty, Wubba Lubba Dub Dub,
Excited.
is about to debut. Are we excited?
Yes,
I am
very
so excited.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Trix, why are you excited?
It's like one of my favorite shows of all time.
Where does it rank as far as cartoons go?
I don't know if I could rank it with cartoons in general, but
Wow, just shows in general?
no, for adult cartoons, I'd say it's probably in my top 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about you, Tef?
I don't watch a lot of cartoons, so it's not quite fair, but it's definitely in my top. It's one of those shows where I started watching it and I was like, why am I still watching this? Why am I laughing at this? And then I just stopped asking questions and you just enjoy the ride.
How about you, Sass?
It's my favorite. I don't really know where I would rank it at either exactly because I don't really rank anything. It's just if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But I really like Rick and Morty because I like sarcasm and there's a lot of that.
I have to admit, I was a big Simpsons fan. Of all my geek knowledge, I probably know more about the Simpsons than anything else because literally Fox, that's all they ran at night, 3 back-to-back reruns. But unfortunately, I have to admit, Rick and Morty is my all-time favorite cartoon.
Oh, really?
Nice.
First of all, the comedy, spot on. It's like Ren and Stimpy meets Family Guy meets Simpsons with a hint of Futurama, and it's just the characters, the way the premise, the drama of it, of the evil Morty, everything about it.
Yeah, I kind of compared it to South Park in that way because it's where South Park makes fun of the common person, Rick and Morty does it, but it's kind of more highbrow and it has that futuristic kind of
it's
setting.
definitely for people who have a little higher intelligence.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that because the way that they, and Rick always makes you feel like you're less than a human.
Yo, for sure.
I kind of want him, but don't want him to be my grandfather.
Exactly. It's like a love-hate thing. He makes you feel really stupid about yourself, and you just be sitting there what?
At the same time, the show makes you feel smart.
Yeah, exactly. For understanding.
You feel smart for watching it.
Yeah.
But also, he's a trash person, so they're all trash people. So I'm you can be smarter than me, but you'll never be a better person than I am.
But that's what I'm saying. He's like that uncle that suffers from PTSD but buys you gifts. As long if y'all
buys you dangerous gifts.
if y'all can't tell. Trix is over on the left, and she's drawing me a what is it called? A ciabatta?
It's a
my God! Did you just say ciabatta?
That's a
What's it
bread.
called?
Look,
Ciabatta?
I know
A
you like
chimichanga?
bread, but no.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Chibi people.
Who was a chibi?
It's a chibi. It's a cutified drawing of someone.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
So I'm getting-
Japanese
Almost
thing,
like a caricature.
Small, those little small anime
So
characters.
I'm
with
getting I'm getting a
cute
chibi,
body.
but I'm seeing some strange objects floating around my face that look a little phallic. and I don't think I like it personally. But moving on, I'm kind of super hype about this. Rick and Morty aside, Keanu Reeves is killing the game right now. He's already going to be in Cyberpunk 2077. He's already come out with John Wick 3 and had a phenomenal trilogy series. On top of being in The Matrix, he is comic book lore for all intents and purposes. I mean, let's totally forget speed aside.
Oh my god.
But
you might as well want to forget the day the Earth stood still.
Oh, why you bring that up? Don't be negative about our Keanu Reeves. Listen,
y'all can have him.
We all have.
Why you're a hater?
I'm not. I don't. He's not that great of an actor. Like, and he alright looking at best.
Alright.
You know what? He's stunning. I just want you to know that. He's so stunning that Marvel has slated him to take on the mantle of Moon Knight.
I'm not here for it.
What?
I don't know what any of that is, but I'm for it because Keanu is.
Whoa, wait, Don, Marvel fan, Moon Knight fans, should we be happy?
Yeah. Well, if he gets the character right, if he gets Mark right, he's just like Mark's just a regular guy.
Right. He's bipolar though.
Yeah. Like he has problems. He has all these issues, but he's been imbued with this power that he doesn't understand. But he's just like, after a while, he gets it. He's like, you know what? Let me just be a superhero. Like he's the most down to earth Marvel hero.
He's more down to earth than Spider-Man.
Wait, whoa, let's not get crazy. I can't co-sign that. No. Spider-Man is the common man. And Captain America might be more relatable because Captain America isn't really a superhero.
Not really. Well, he's not more relatable, like not.
Well, he's more relatable to white people. I'm keeping it 100. Patriotism. He's like white.
Yeah.
He's literally 1950 white bread America.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, I'm not hating.
He was trying at least.
Right.
He wanted to.
Right. And my thing is, just like Luke Cage is literally Black America from the 70s to the 90s. He a bulletproof black man. If that ain't a black man's dream just to be bulletproof, I don't know what is. Is it super strength, bulletproof, and he can drop that hot coffee? Yeah. That is black people as a whole. So all I'm saying is, I'm a big fan of Keanu Reeves possibly being Moon Knight. I'm a Moon Knight fan because it's a part of that street level superhero thing. So I'm kind of excited to see how it is. Sass, I know you're not a big Marvel fan, but are you excited to see Keanu Reeves in the MCU?
I'm excited to see Keanu Reeves anywhere that he wants to be. So if he pops up in things he doesn't even belong in, I'll be perfectly fine with that.
So if he popped up at your
house? As long
house?
as he goes like this with his hair and looks at me, then I'm fine.
You gotta get the whoa.
Yeah.
So was you happy to see him in Toy Story 4?
I didn't really get to see him. I saw a plastic stuntman toy. I heard him.
Oh yeah, he was Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, why does that voice sound familiar?
Was playing him. She ain't give him no game. That was funny, but that'll be the first or the last time he's ever in that position. Hopefully.
I was about to say, that don't happen every day.
Yeah, no, somebody doesn't want Keanu Reeves.
I mean,
I want him. And then there's
you.
Wait,
Tef, you wouldn't smash? You wouldn't smash Keanu? Get
out
of here!
You definitely smash. If the situation came up, I wouldn't pass it by, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it.
You're not gonna go out of your way to smash Keanu Reeves?
But actually, I'm not going out of my way for no man. It don't matter who it was. I'm not doing all that. He a people just like I'm a people. You gotta do that the old-fashioned way.
Until it's time.
He's not special.
Until it's time to pay all the bills. And then here people on a whole nother level.
Well, besides that, when you really think about it, though, celebrities are just us with the talent that they can do better, so they get paid for it.
And
so that's why I don't prioritize them.
Yeah.
And millions of dollars. Oh, well, you still a person. You still
I agree with you.
Stuff.
I agree with you, but if you gonna cut me a check, Keanu, we can talk.
You gonna contribute to the show, baby. Come on through.
Yes, exactly.
Keanu, you can definitely come through. Bring your wallet. So, Orange is the New Black is in its final season. I could care less about it, but Tef put it in the outline. It's not.
I care about it, Tef.
You watch Orange is the New Black?
Yes, I do.
I dropped off
didn't
around
finish the
season
last
3.
one yet.
Yeah, you two Tricks.
Actually,
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah,
What you put in the outline?
Because it's a hot topic. Lots of people like it, Kurt.
And I do
somebody
care
was
about
bound
it.
to
I'm
have
just
seen
falling
it.
behind. I kind of got my feelings when they got in this fourth season because of the simple fact that
That's when all the
I
guards
don't like
left
this
off,
new
right?
prison. Yeah, I don't. They went on that little thing,
strike.
the strike, and then stuff happened, went down. Now they're in real prison, and I'm not really feeling that because they got divided. Everybody's in their own little cell block. They got these new evil people who were like scarier than what they thought they were. And I'm getting there, but I gotta finish it. My feelings is hurt.
I'll say I dropped off because I was like, I found myself watching it because the episode started automatically, not because I actually was really invested in the story.
Gotcha.
Because the main character Piper is hella annoying.
Oh, I hate
like,
her.
I hate
I
her.
don't think anybody
But
likes
like,
her.
when I got kind of like caught up, like reacquainted with the show, and like people were telling me about it, I was like, actually, damn, that sounded like it got really good.
The other characters.
Yeah, like
great.
when they had episodes around the other characters, it was fine. Anything with Piper in it, I was like, can I punch her in the mouth?
Yeah, she's
As the
super
people she knew
annoying.
wants to punch her.
Everybody wants to punch in
Yeah.
the mouth. That's why nobody likes Orange is the New Black. From the chat,
Nobody.
Who's nobody?
nobody I care about.
Oh.
You don't care about me.
I love you. Don't
Well,
be
then
like
don't
that.
say that.
Yes, ma'am. Marcel Guest in the chat says that he feels like Keanu Reeves could be a bigger character in the MCU.
He also said he's not that great of an actor.
Oh.
You feel better about yourself for that?
I do.
Well, there was rumor that he might have been the one above all, or possibly play Adam Warlock. I would have preferred to see him as Adam Warlock, but it's looking like Moonlight is going to be it. But so I'm sorry, Marcel.
Well,
But
this might be a tryout to see what happens. If it goes well, then maybe he can be somebody else later.
Alexa, hashtag EABD. If you don't know what EABD is, check out the previous episodes. But Tef, if you could give them the short version.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Well, yep, that's the kind of highbrow quality show we run over here.
TLDR, eat a bag of genitals.
So Marcel agrees with you that he's not a great actor and that Speed was good. Now, he lost all credibility. Speed was okay. It wasn't good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, me and a friend of mine went to go check it out. Big time Tarantino fan. So I've seen every Tarantino movie.
He's hit or miss.
He's hit or miss for me.
I
too.
love him, but I just didn't get to see it yet, and I'm mad.
I put it like this. If you're a Tarantino fan, you'll get the pacing of the movie. You'll get what he's trying to do. He's trying to do an homage to Old Town Hollywood and give you different genres of Hollywood, from noir to spaghetti westerns to slapstick, and it's a hodgepodge of different flavors. It's kind of like going to a buffet and you put a bunch of different stuff on your plate. It's good, but it's
That just sounds like I got the potential to get a stomach ache.
right. But you're gonna definitely take a dump after. Like you're gonna have the bubble guts, and you're gonna need a little bit of Mylanta to work all that out. All I'm saying is, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is definitely an acquired taste. Go check it out if you want to. I wasn't really feeling the Bruce Lee scene.
Yeah, I
There
heard
was a lot of
that-
controversy around that because his daughter felt as though they offended her father with the way that they portrayed him, because they portrayed him as a cocky individual.
I see the whole
But-
movie, but the clips that I've seen, I don't understand
Yeah,
that statement.
her statement was kind of weird to me because I had heard that about him before.
Right. I heard that he was the guy with a chip on his shoulder.
But I get where she was coming from too. Like, he also, being a minority in Hollywood, had to outshine all of his white counterparts.
But here's my thing. The scene was meant to be a comedic scene.
Yeah.
I don't think they were necessarily laughing at Bruce Lee, but laughing at the comedy of that scene. And I don't care if he was the Kung Fu master and had the Iron Fist. Anybody can get thrown into a car, G, if you about. All I'm saying is, it's not out of the realm of possibility that somebody handed Bruce Lee his behind one day.
The joke was just, the whole joke was, he tried Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He tried Bruce Lee.
Right. And succeeded.
Well, no, because he gets thrown into the car first. Like, he gets beat up the first time, right?
Well, he gets kicked. Well, not spoiler. My bad. Spoiler alert.
He's washed.
I put it like, well, no, because they show that in the trailer when he gets kicked in the chest.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, they fight. They fight in the movie, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. Go check it out if you want to see it. It's a super cool scene with Bruce Lee and Brad Pitt. It's a weird movie by the end of it, but then.
But I like
Bruce Lee though.
Yo, he's spot on.
Like,
Yeah, he was. That's what made
if you watch all his old black and white interviews, that's how he talked.
Yeah,
it was
become
amazing.
the water. Like I have to admit,
amazing, man.
I think his name was Michael Mao or something like that.
Yeah.
Phenomenal,
Amazing.
phenomenal. Guy had his mannerisms and everything. My only thing is, I wanted it to be a Tarantino movie all the way through, and it didn't become a Tarantino movie to the very end.
Really?
Yeah. Because listen, Inglourious Bastards, one of my all-time favorite movies.
I still have to see that.
Pulp. What?
So it wasn't, you wouldn't rank it as being on the level of those his other.
I put it like this. This was just above. What's the vampire one, Don? Dust Till Dawn. It's right above Dust Till Dawn.
But Dust Till Dawn is like classic trash. Like it's bad.
Right, and that's what this will become. It's gonna be. It's
so glad
right.
I'm
It's
not
gonna be
the only
cult
person who
classic
thought that was trash.
Jackie Brown. I like that.
Oh no! Jackie Brown was hands down one of his worst ones. I was not a fan of Jackie Brown. I put it like this: it's not Reservoir Dogs. No. It's not Pulp Fiction. It doggone sure ain't Inglourious Bastards, which is one of my favorite all-time
What about
movies.
Kill Bill?
Oh please, that's his best. Kill Bill 1 and 2 is some of his best.
That's crazy because
Okay.
I didn't like the way Kill Bill ended.
All right, Tough, get off my show.
Wait, get out. You gotta go. Don't talk about Kill Bill. I watch that movie. If it's on TV, it don't matter if it's
One
at the
or
beginning,
two.
the middle, or the end. I'm looking at it.
I almost did the 5-finger.
Boy, bye.
Make a titty explode.
The
Okay, I'm good.
only 5 fingering you gonna be doing is to a piece of chicken.
I'm okay with that. If you ain't never diddled a piece of fried chicken, then you ain't black.
Did you just say diddle?
I did say, you ain't never diddled a piece of fried chicken?
That's
Diddle?
not what you're supposed to do to fried chicken, baby. I don't know if you knew that.
That's food. I don't diddle my food.
It depends on how greasy it is.
I dance with my food.
Right.
Well, I like to diddle mine.
Yeah.
Anywho, go check out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's in theaters now. It's definitely worth a matinee ticket, but I wouldn't go pay full price if you're not a huge Tarantino fan.
Get that $5 Tuesday ticket.
Yeah, facts. We're gonna go to a trailer real quick. This is on Netflix, coming out. It's called Wu Assassins, and I think it's gonna be a super dope movie. Don's gonna boot it up for you, and we're gonna play it right about now.
The Wu warlords have brought suffering and death to our world. But 1,000 monks sacrificed themselves to empower a chosen one to stop them.
I've been looking for you, Kai. You have the power of the monks. Their strength flows through you. Their faces will protect you.
What's this got to do with me?
You're here because San Francisco is where the path of the Wu warlords converge.
I'm just a sheriff.
No, Kai. You are the Wu assassin.
The Wu assassin is a threat to me. Which means it's a threat to you and to Chinatown. Find the Wu assassin.
You can't just kill the head of the triad. He's your father.
I have to try.
We have to help Kai save the world.
Whatever happens, I got your back. Her family, High Brothers Dog Pound. We up in Chinatown.
Chop chop.
You heard the woman. Chop chop.
Who you gon' call? Took his last breath. Thriller in Manila, I'm a killer and a shit.
Chinatown,
Clashing with a passion. Top notch got your sass.
Willing to do whatever's necessary to protect my power, even if I have to kill my own beloved son.
You ready?
Are you?
Who are you? I'm a chef.
I've seen this Wu assassin. It ain't him. It's some old bald dude. Oh, whoa. Okay, stop doing that.
All right. What do you think? Wu Assassin. We saw him. We actually saw the main actor in this. In John Wick. He's the main protagonist in John Wick. Tef, you already got the fed up face.
No.
You not trying to see it?
I mean, if you like beating ass, that's fine.
You not a fan?
I think she likes her movies with substance.
Is that what it is?
Just a little. But also, I'm gonna go see Hobbs and Shaw.
Wait! Because of the substance. It's got nothing to do with The Rock's chiseled ass.
Also, Jason Statham is pretty spry for a man.
Wait, did you say spry?
Yes, spry.
Spry. Please bring a towel with you to the movie theater.
And Idris Elba, baby daddy, all day, every day.
You know he does a rap song that's played in
for his show. Oh no!
It's in Hobbs and Shaw. It's one of the songs.
It's like because he plays a DJ in his Netflix show.
Yeah,
like a DJ rapper or whatever. Yeah.
Yo, Ertibus does literally. Ertibus Elbow does literally.
Oh, here we go again with the mispronunciation.
What? I've been calling him Ertibus Elbow like literally all my life because I'm not naming him. What is this? Idris Elba.
Idris.
Ertibus Elbow is definitely. I've loved him since The Wire or Stringer Bell. That's what I know him as, Stringer Bell. I'm excited. I'm just excited to see a black superhero kick some behind and The Rock link up with his Polynesian homies and go ham and do a haka in an actual movie.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a haka displayed in a movie.
No,
I can't think of it.
Yeah, that was the big deal because
nobody watched.
Because that was a big deal. No, he did it in the last one.
What movie?
In the last Fast and the Furious.
Oh well,
yes, he did.
I didn't watch that garbage.
I didn't see it either.
His daughter's soccer team does a haka to intimidate the other team.
Got you. The last Fast and the Furious I could care less about. But Wu Assassin, is it something you want to check out? Is it a Netflix night? Or is it a Netflix and chill night where you get 10 minutes into it? Joe nodded his head like, there's going to be some kung fu. But it ain't going to be on the TV. What did you say, Tef? You wanted to kick some behind?
I said there's plenty of ass kicking if you like that sort of thing.
I mean, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would depend
entertaining, but I like my movies with substance.
Okay,
I feel like it depends on like what happens that first 20 minutes, whether or not I stuck with it.
Okay. So when you say you like your movies with substance, what do you need? Like a good storyline?
Yeah.
All right.
For the most part, I actually don't like a lot of comedies.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna go see Hobbs and Shaw.
Like I'm not pressed to go see it. I can wait for it to come on Netflix and I'll pop it on.
Again, it might be entertaining, but I don't know if it would have enough for me to feel like it's worth it to go.
You just turn your brain off and enjoy the experience.
No, well, Tef's going there for a whole nother.
I have a hard time with that.
She plans to rub one out in the theater.
Why did we never said all of that anyway?
Sass, what about you? Wu Assassin, you want to check it out or not?
I mean, that'd be one of those movies that if like somebody else puts it on and I'm around, then I look at it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out of my way to go.
All right. Look, I respect it. Check it out if you want to, or put it on when you go over your side John's house. And either way, what? That's a Netflix and chill, John.
Why do we gotta be inside on,
Because you don't
though.
put
It
that on
can't
for your main joint because y'all want to cuddle. You want to actually watch a movie together. Put up some popcorn. Talk about the day while you watching a nice movie that you both enjoy.
Something with substance.
Something with substance. You go over your side chick house and just put on whatever because y'all ain't going to be watching it in 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm just going to say we don't endorse having side joints. Main joints.
Because apparently black men don't cheat.
No. We don't shame on this show, right? We don't.
What?
I'm just saying we don't conform to societal norms. What happened to all of that?
What happened to black men don't cheat?
Whoa. I was only talking about black women, like y'all side joints. Black men don't cheat.
Wait, so now this is about us.
Yeah. No. You know what? All women. You can throw all women in that. Black men don't cheat, though.
Bye.
Don, you ever cheated?
Wait a minute.
You run your mouth any other time, and when I say
says absolutely nothing.
Listen,
he acknowledges he was young and dumb.
Black men, we don't cheat. Yatai Badaki, I hope I said her name correctly. She is the
Yatiti, or how do you say it?
Please don't tell me I destroyed her name like that, because she definitely showed love to us on her Instagram. If I messed up her name, my bad. But
send him another bag of dicks.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's become our reoccurring thing. But
no,
she's gonna be what happened? What's on the chat?
Mark, shut your mouth.
Yo, Mark Knuckles Carter in the chat said we might as well change the name of the show to Head Side Jones in Charge.
How we gonna fight? Yo, you come find me after the show.
Listen, Mark. These your women, not mine. Well, that's Joe, so she can't be a side joint. She's already claimed, but y'all belong to Mark. I don't want that.
What? Wow.
Sorry.
No, listen, I'm trying.
How easily we're cast aside.
Well, first off, I'm trying to give y'all meat and
Mark
substance.
need to give me a piece of that money then if I'm part of his property.
Oh, Cash App her, bro. Basically, she's trying to lobby to be Storm in the MCU, which is kind of fitting because she is from Africa. She's of African descent.
She plays a goddess on American
God. I think it's like Aphrodite or the goddess of love.
Something like that.
I've never seen American Gods, but I hear it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's something like that. My thing though was I was like, didn't Aja Naomi King from How to Get Away from Murder, wasn't she also
up for
offered?
I think Chadwick Boseman was like lobbying for her. That is a terrible picture and nobody loves it. I think Chadwick Boseman was literally, I'm sorry, it looks amazing minus the penises.
Minus the penises.
Look, I appreciate your jabatas. But what?
Ciabattas.
Well, you know what I meant.
Oh my God.
I appreciate the chi-chis.
Where's Market?
Right.
Chi-chis.
Mark would lay it.
We're not talking about hoo-has.
See, you get nasty every time. Nasty Sassy should be your name.
Ooh.
Don't hit me with nothing. Stop. Anywho, who do you want to be Storm? Do you think she could play a good Storm?
She's certainly gorgeous enough. She's gorgeous enough, and I hear she's really talented. American Gods is a really good show.
Yeah, I heard she's A1 with the acting.
I mean, I like Aja Naomi King because I've seen most of How to Get Away with Murder, and she's one of my favorite people on it. I don't know. I guess I feel like it would come down to whoever could do that accent the best.
The African accent?
Yeah.
Because my thing is,
as long as they're talented, I don't care.
They want to slate her to be in Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole point. As a matter of fact, Don, do you have that graphic for Black Panther 2 up that I sent you?
Oh, did you?
Because there's new exclusive
did you see
Black Panther 2 mic drop moment. They have officially announced who the villain will be in Black Panther 2. And it is our favorite mutant, the first mutant, the real Atlantean, Namor. So it's about to be real. It's going to be the battle of two kings.
They didn't really tell us anything we didn't already know, though.
Wait, no, it was all speculative.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't know anything about any of these things, so
I mean, but we were all like, yes, it's going to be Namor, or he's going to show up somewhere.
But nobody knew definitively that Namor was going to be in it.
Nobody knew definitively that Endgame was going to be called Avengers Endgame, but also it was hella obvious.
But who though? Because for me, I don't know about any of this stuff priorly, so I can't guess. I gotta wait for them to tell me.
If you know anything about
all-seeing Tef.
I would say if you know anything about storytelling, that was like foreshadowing in the most wink kind of freaking way.
She's
characters' names though.
You think? Listen, look. All I'm saying is, with Namor now as the protagonist, I think that they have found a great vehicle for ushering in mutants, because that's your first exposure. He's the first mutant. So why not have him in Phase 4, then bring the X-Men somewhere in 5 or 6 down the line, because now you establish a dominance. And Namor, and they already foreshadowed it in Endgame when the general was talking about the seismic activity in the water.
Yeah.
So they're already, like you said, some foreshadowing of impending danger, and now we just get confirmation that Namor is coming, and he's coming with all the Atlanteans, and they don't want that work. But check our Instagram out. We got a whole article up on it that we pilfered from another site because we just don't have time to write our own stuff. And you can read about that. or Head Nerds in Charge. Yeah, when we actually make some money, we didn't have time to write. We'll write our own stuff. Until then, copy and paste. Aside from that, we have William Shatner is willing to return as Captain James T. Kirk if Quentin Tarantino directs the next Star Trek movie. Do we want to? Yeah. Do we want a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek movie?
That would be weird.
I feel like it'd be weird.
I'm not
crazy.
Hard pass.
Because you have to put in consideration, Tarantino has like his own style, and that's why his movies are hit or miss for me. Because sometimes his ideas are good, and then sometimes I'm like, I see where you were going for,
right.
but it ain't doing it for me. And for him to touch something so iconic, something that people have really high expectations for, I think that's dangerous territory.
Right. Especially because their fandom is.
Oh my God! Yeah, they would rip him a new one.
No, like legitimately, I just recently, because I never was a Star Trek person.
I've never been either.
Have you ever watched Star Trek?
Yeah.
Like I've seen some of the movies,
and I watched the movies.
Okay, what about you, Sass? No. See, so to round out my nerddom, I started with Next Generation. Couldn't do the original one. I can't watch 70s TV like I used to unless I'm into it. But I started Next Generation. I'm 8 episodes in, and I like it. I'm cool with it. But there are like diehard. I think they're like the first geeks. It's almost like Namor. They're the first cosplayers. Trekkies.
Yeah?
No, think about it. No. Prior to that, like conventions and whatnot was always.
Oh yeah, it was always sci-fi based.
Right. Yeah.
So it was Star Trek I think would probably be the first thing.
Y'all like the
and then Star Wars.
Y'all like the first men in in Game of Thrones.
I will say they're the quintessential like geek stereotype that you think of.
Right.
So like in that way, like yes.
Yeah, a 90-year-old.
There you go.
So we'll put up my chimichanga a little bit later so everybody can see exactly.
I'll work on everybody else's
before the end of the show.
Participation
we'll
later.
Have all of them posted. We'll post pictures. Of what Trix is doing. But I'm not hyped for a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek movie. I don't really feel like you need to cross certain things. Like I really respected my boy Get Out director Jordan Peele saying that he didn't want to direct. I know. He just recently said he didn't want. Blade, yes.
But people are still passing it around like he said he would do it. I'm like, nah. He literally just said, I don't know if I could do the source material justice because I'm not a comic book kind of person.
Yeah,
like
not that he's not a fan.
Right. Yeah, not that he's not a fan. He just don't think he could do the style correctly. Do the
you know what? I honestly have to give him props for that because you have to put in consideration the time, the money, the effort, and then if it bombs, that's a stain on you for the rest of your career.
Right. Because nobody forgets bad movies, i.e. Batman and Robin. Schumacher. Schumacher will be forever hated for what bat nipples.
That poor man.
Be careful when you step into fandom, because if you drop the ball, you'll never get another chance.
No.
I'm all here. I was
and besides, like you'd want the right person to do it. Everybody wants a good Blade movie.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to say, well, you know, Jason Peele, because he's a black man. I see where they're going with this.
Yeah, but they don't have to do. Look, Black Panther, great. We got that. We got our Wakanda. Good. Blade, just do it right. Just do it right.
You know what I'd really like to see them bring back and do right?
What?
Spawn.
They are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yo, I missed it.
No, trust and believe me.
Yeah.
And we're super excited for that because big Spawn's back. Because I was a big fan of the HBO cartoon series.
Yeah.
But McFarlane has to be a part of it. If McFarlane's not a part of it, I don't want to see it.
Todd McFarlane. See, I don't have actor crushes. I have creator crushes. Clive Barker, Todd McFarlane.
Get into a situation, Joe. I'll let you handle that.
We'll write a fanfic together.
It'll be risque. Check it out on her Patreon.
And I promise there'll be no bat nipples.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, there'll be nipples.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They just won't be those
I think
kind
you
of.
Get away with it there. We were going to do a full The Boys review and trailer, but I haven't gotten all the way through it.
I saw the first 2 episodes.
Did you watch all of it, Don? I'll put it like this. From everything that everybody's already told me and from what I've seen, I'm just going to say we'll give it another week. We'll push that to next week so that everybody can still get caught up on it. But you should be watching it.
I haven't even...
Don't worry about it. I'll give you my Amazon
Definitely
account.
not for children.
No, please do not watch that.
Have children. No.
I heard about the rape scene.
I haven't even gotten there yet, so thanks. I haven't gotten there yet, but thanks.
Trigger warning.
Like the first 10 minutes of that first episode, I'm so glad my son was already in the bed because I was just like, oh, well, if that's how we starting it off.
Got you. Cheeks are clapping.
Okay.
Yeah, Game of Thrones all over again. So, honestly, next up we have the Zombieland 2 trailer, but we have another. We're going to mic drop and drop another exclusive straight from Capcom. I'm about to turn it over to my man, Don the Magic Wand. He's going to take the lead on dropping this exclusive to y'all. So once we get to the video of this exclusive footage that we got for y'all, we're gonna go right into the Zombieland 2 trailer, and then when we come back, we'll have Eric Cooper, and we're gonna talk about the Hnic karaoke party, and then we're gonna get right into Black Label Con. So we got 2 back-to-back videos for y'all. This exclusive drop, and then we're gonna go right into the trailer for Zombieland 2. So, Don, take it away. Tell us what you got cooking over there.
Oh, we got the Street Fighter V Season 4 trailer. It should have been out next week, but I grabbed it this week, so this is a real exclusive.
You're
like,
welcome.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy good, though.
Listen, Hnic dropping exclusives a week early with video game console junkies on the 1s and 2s, giving you exclusive content that you will only get right here on our show. The trailer for Street Fighter Season 4. Take us home, Don.
out is proof of my popularity.
Time to nut up or shut up.
Hey, Possum Ape.
Sorry, just you in that chair.
I think I would have made a damn fine president.
You would have brought a real dignity to the office.
You're welcome, America.
Welcome to Zombieland. Life is about more than just survival. We were a family. Dysfunctional, sure, but what family isn't?
Merry Christmas! What would you like, little girl?
I'd really like for you to stop calling me little girl.
Do you know what I would like?
I don't give a shit what you like.
It felt so good to be on the move again.
Whoa! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Columbus.
Madison.
This is Tallahassee.
Hey, Paul Blart. Is this your dad? Oh, whoopsie. I forgot the seatbelt rule.
Oh, so she knows the rules?
I told her just a few of them.
73. Are there more?
You're cute.
I like it.
My sister is gone. She picked up a boy. He's from Berkeley.
Berkeley.
You don't have weed, do you?
Do I look like the type of person that would have weed?
I'm sorry.
Boom! Yeah?
I have nothing against hippies. I just want to beat the shit out of them. We're gonna go get her. We ride it, dog.
Start talking.
You first. Oh, my name's Tallahassee. Die, zombie! Light 'em up! No! That's my ride! Oh, my apologies, little Elvis.
Okay, is it me, or does he kind of remind you of...
I don't like you. At all.
I think you double parked. Or more perpendicular parked. Hope we don't get a ticket.
What is going on here?
What?
Hello, everyone.
Am I hallucinating?
Hey everybody, we are back. That was the trailer for Zombieland 2. I'm actually kind of hyped for that.
I'm very hyped for that.
Definitely.
Everybody,
I'm the hypest I've ever been for this.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
What's up?
For sure. Look. Y'all might wonder how we like Bebe's kids. We don't die, we multiply. Hey, listen. So I love Trix was like, I'm not sure what to say with that. Should we go But yo, she rolled right with it. We have some. You saw Bebe's kids? Yeah. Get the hell out of here.
Look at you.
I straight stereotyped her.
I thought I was not unseasoned chicken anymore.
I can't listen. Let me tell you something. I love you.
Treat her like she is seasoned.
She all the way seasoned?
She's 11 herbs and spices.
Trick, sweet black conference. All the way seasoned?
So she's
all the way seasoned?
like pork chops.
Yeah, wait, so
She's 11 herbs and spices certified.
Whoa. Not all 11.
Wait, not all 11.
She church's chicken. But we're not giving her the all of it. Listen, I love her, but you got to go to Wakanda and back to be able to get all 11. Well, no, you from the South.
Yeah.
Dang it, she might be all
Yeah,
right. You know about Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Waffle. Well, listen. Look, if you went to a Waffle House, you got all 11.
I have been to many a Waffle.
What did you order though?
Yeah, good. Whoa, Phoenix.
Come on.
You're right.
Come on, man.
You're
We gotta
right.
get funky. We gotta get funky.
If we're gonna do it, what'd you order? Anybody got the Black Jeopardy music to it? It's got like a bass line to it.
Honestly, biscuits and gravy.
Nick.
I can't get mad at it.
That's a good answer. No. That was a safe answer.
That's safe.
That was a very safe answer.
Every time I go, I get something different. So like it could be loaded hash browns, it could be biscuits and gravy, it could be
Loaded hash browns are banging.
Yeah.
You good right there.
You know what? Yo, she's all the way seasoned. You all the way seasoned.
No, but she said loaded.
Loaded. But they can't get with the cheesy grits.
Yeah.
I learned that at
You
night.
know what? I feel like, look, we talking to fam right now.
I lived in Atlanta for a bit, so.
But you don't have to.
A real question.
You have a choice.
Sugar.
Oh, see, you done messed it up.
Nah, I'm with that.
Hold on. I'm about to take it around the room. You said sugar and grits?
Yes.
I would eat
in Atlanta.
Listen, this is divided African Americans since the 1940s.
I like both.
Atlanta has diabetes galore, so they put sugar on watermelon. They put it on lemons. I'll be like, it's already sweet, but I don't care. People like, what is going on?
Let's look. I'm gonna take it one at a time around the room. Trix, you already said you okay with sugar in your grits.
Yes.
Tef, are you putting sugar in your grits?
I don't eat grits, but when I make them for other people, salt, pepper, butter, and cheese.
Okay, Joe, in the corner.
I'm a salt person.
You're a salt person.
I'm going to her house because that's how I hook them up.
All right,
put a little, put some shrimp up in there or something too.
Shrimp and grits, yes.
I say salt, ground pepper, and fish.
All right, Jay, which
I ate a lot. Any different way. I grew up in the country. I was like my grandmama on plantation, so it was grits all the time. So we had sugar and grits, or we had chicken and grits, or we had pork chop and grits. Okay. They would get sausage and
I'm okay with everything but one.
The sugar.
You're killing me. Sass.
If I ate grits,
no,
I would probably
Well, at least you said it right. She didn't say grit.
I don't eat them.
She didn't say grit. But
they might as well be called grit. I put it on the list with scrapple. Like, why are we eating these things? They literally say what they are in the name. But if I did, they would be salt or sugar.
Don, I would tell you to cut the mic, but we sharing it.
But can we eat them with a fox or in a box?
Yo,
we eat them with in ham.
I was about to say that.
You went vegan on us for a minute.
I'm gonna just say this: sugar only goes in cream of wheat, and if I wanted cream of wheat, I would eat it. But it's no.
Maple syrup.
No.
Maple syrup in the cream.
Salt, ground pepper. Hold on. Hear me out. Salt, ground pepper, butter, American cheese. American cheese.
It don't matter.
No. For me, because I don't. It's too sharp. It's too sharp, and I got the boo boo all day. I leave it for my macaroni and cheese. Yeah. And if we gonna do cheddar, it gotta be. I hate to say it like that. It gotta be government cheese. It gotta be old school. Like you gotta.
Like box.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about you gotta put fire to it.
You gonna back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. You get constipated.
You're scaring me for a minute.
But you got. You got to put shrimp in mine. You got to put shrimp in mine. It's not as expensive. And guess what? I'm about to drop an exclusive. If you ever making shrimp and grits, this is my exclusive. This is from my grandma who passed away. I'm passing off secrets. Look, the ancestors about to be mad at me. The ancestors about to be mad at me. Listen, but I got to share it with my people.
Slide over them.
My grandmama, the way she used to do it, put cream corn in it. You put cream corn in your shrimp and grits, it'll take it to another level. It'll change your life,
like that.
And it gives you your it gives you sugary and salt. All I'm saying is,
I can see that.
Don, if you gonna talk, come over to the mic.
I can see that.
As a chef, please don't do that with instant grits.
Oh yeah, don't be cheap. No, you gotta get stone grits.
Real grits in a small bag. That's actual corn. That's real corn. You put the cream corn in.
Yeah.
Just to build. Just
give it the body.
Hold on, we gotta get brothers to ride.
Please don't.
DJ.
Please don't put that on instant grits. That'd be a bad time for everybody.
Yeah.
Look, he gave him the boots to say this.
Have you ever been backed up and had to go at the same time? It ain't fun. But before we get into recipes and family secrets, let's introduce our fam to the show. This is their first time being on the show. They represent Black Label Con. We're going to get into exactly what that is. But first, we want to kind of get into the individuals. So for my brother, Phoenix on the couch, kind of give a synopsis of who you are, why you're here, and your mic's right there in the front, brother.
No, you can just speak.
Okay, it's good. It's gonna pick me up.
Look, ladies, you see how he dove right into that? He put his hands on. He was already ready to fondle it. So, ladies, if you see it, you say, I don't know, Phoenix, are you single? Are you single out there? The ladies want to know. All right, well, ladies, you see the way you handle the mic, so go ahead on. Y'all might be interested in calling into the show, seeing what time it is. Go ahead. Look, I'm trying to hook you up, bro. Don't get mad.
I'm not even mad. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm at you. Go and
Lord, listen.
Name all
It's like you trying to ramp it up quick.
Listen, we almost spin all across the Phoenix. Tell the people who you are and what you're about, bro.
My real name is Hnic. Nicholas, my mom named me that. I took Phoenix on as a pen name. It was something that came to me. I'm a spiritual man, so my whole life has been a bunch of experiences that I can't explain really, except through my art.
Okay.
You know, and I hooked up with these brothers a couple years ago, and we've been just killing it in a creative aspect and helping each other build, like, as people, as individuals, but together, you know what I'm saying? I was looking for something like that, but I study anything arts. I love music, martial arts, anything that I can move around,
creative,
get into. That's who I am. You know what I mean? I just am.
Okay. I love it. Listen, I left this brother out in the green room for like a good 30 minutes, and he has a beautiful mural on the whiteboard. like legit. You couldn't leave him alone for 30 minutes without him making a masterpiece. I'm going to take a picture of it and post it on our Head Nerds in Charge Facebook page. It's amazing. And he did it in 30 minutes. I don't know what this brother could do. You know how they say idle hands is the devil's playground, right? You definitely keep busy, bro.
And you know you can draw with both hands.
Bro, so you're ambidextrous with the creativity?
Yes, sir.
You just showing off.
No, I didn't. There's no marker in there for me.
Oh, you was going to really...
I had a crayon, but it wouldn't show up.
Go ahead, creator Bruce Leroy. I see you. Now, behind Phoenix, we have who I had the opportunity to talk with, and we've been back and forth. I'm so excited to finally, first of all, I finally got my dates right. And I had this poor brother confused on a day-to-day basis as to when he was actually coming on the show. But the benefit is, we know you have your con 2 Sundays from now. Correct?
Just
Saturday. 2 Sundays. See, that's I'm so terrible. Because I'm old. That's what it is. I'm about to find my.
You see me slot up in that beard?
Yeah, don't be like that. I'm trying to get with the ancestors. The ancestors ain't aged me with wisdom.
Let's say it was the blood. Let's say it was the blood.
Listen, we'll talk after the show.
Oh yeah. I want some too.
We was in. We got that gas for you. That's how we fund all this. But man, Eric, in the back, Eric, if you can, could you?
Introduce myself.
He's
done enough already.
We'll talk.
He's done enough already. It's my turn. It's my turn now. Well, my name is Eric Cooper. I'm a writer out of New Jersey. So I write for 3 books called Night Seeker, Star Enforcers, and Merge. My newest project is called the Greenville Triangle.
All right.
Now, this whole thing came about because I got tired of waiting around for people from DC and Marvel to do stuff that are for the people of color community. So I said, it's time to really start putting our own stuff in, time to start telling our stories. I got tired of other people trying to tell stories for us. I said, who's been around us and telling our stories? Because right now they're not making the best representation of us. No. So it's time to bring the real stuff into the realm. But guess what? Doesn't matter what culture you come from, when you start seeing our stuff and stuff that we've been through, you're like, oh damn, we never knew. Well, because you guys never sat down and ate with us. So now we put in a book form.
He dropped. Hold on. Hey.
Oh,
we gotta do that. We gotta flex bomb that. Go ahead, bro.
But when a person can put in a book form in a novel and also a comic book and mix together and you get a visual effect as you're reading, that makes it very, very powerful message. So we're putting stories of messages back into writing, because right now everything's all entertainment. There's no stories being told of messages like what's going to improve you as a person and the people around you.
And community.
It's about the community, about how do you raise a child. You need a village. The village comes in and helps each other to raise a child.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of kids don't know a damn thing right now. They don't know nothing about themselves. And they're trying to find out what they are, but no one's giving them the avenue to give it to them. So we're going to provide some avenue for them and give them an alternative to reading instead of Marvel and DC. And say, look, Marvel and DC had their time. That's great. But now it's time to start telling our stories. it's time to start telling about us.
Listen, you know what's interesting that you say that, because we were just having a conversation not too long ago about everybody uses Black Panther as the quintessential representation of blackness in comic book media right now, because it all, you know, MCU went up. But who created Kirby? And mind you, we appreciate that him being an ally, because originally they didn't even want they didn't even want to have his face.
No,
there's so much behind how Black Panther came to fruition.
But Malcolm X's wife.
Right, exactly.
When Ronald Reagan for the gun law.
Well, first of all, the name Black Panther, they was like, well, why can't it just be Panther? Right. to take away, if you know what, we ain't gonna get into it, but if you look at the history of Black Panther, it kind of shows, even though it's appreciated, but it does highlight the importance of Black characters, figures, and stories as told by the people who you're trying to represent. Because I can really count on my hand the number of Black characters that were made by a Black person that's in mainstream media. I mean, if you can name one off the top of your head, I would love to hear it. Because Don is usually good with this kind of stuff. Don, do you think of one off the top of your head?
What?
Because even like Spawn is McFarlane.
Right.
I like hardware.
But I'm talking about Black superheroes in mainstream media that was created by a Black man.
Well, Dwayne McDuffie is probably the one that
That's
stands
how
out.
his milestone in Spider-Man
Blue
comics.
Marvel was created by Black Youth Money World.
Yeah, for Kevin Green.
Yeah.
But even
that on lock.
And Kevin being OP, and Marvel co-signed doing it. Like, they knew how powerful he was. But Kevin was like, look, you're not accepting no less than this. And he was like, oh, fine. Now he's the most powerful character in the
But now, but does Blue Marvel have a movie? Does Blue Marvel have a cartoon? Have you seen? But no, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about mainstream, now you got to be a comic book fan
to know that. To know.
Right, but that wasn't by a Black man.
No.
Right, but I'm saying, yeah, we could go down Icon. We could go from DC to Marvel. Heck, even his Mother's Milk on the boys, because now he's getting popularity from the new series. But that's Garth Ennis. That's not. Our favorite Black characters aren't Black owned or Black created. No. So I say that to highlight the importance of exactly what Eric is talking about. It's like, because some people will say, well, wait, y'all have Black mainstream characters, but they weren't created
by us.
That's all I'm saying. All right, don't get me on my soapboxes. We'll be here all night.
That's what I speak. You speak the way I speak.
But no, but they're perfect, because it's you are up, Jay.
Yes.
Tell everybody about yourself and what you represent, and kind of give people a synopsis of who you are.
Hello, my name is Jabbar Brown. I'm an artist, writer.
Oh, that's cousin right there. My last name's Brown.
Oh, yeah, another Brown.
At the same plantation, yo. See, at the family reunion now.
At the same plantation, we do it. You know what I mean?
Any Black people with the same last name, y'all automatically cousin. If you didn't know that, now you're welcome to the culture. Go ahead.
You best believe it. I guess I like comic books down to the fullest. It just drove me to do more stuff. I seen like something like Brother Man that really got me to get out of gang banging and stuff like that. And I seen Static and Icon, and it just blew my mind, because I always did draw. It was just after my dad died, I just went off on a bad course, and I just told I tell kids, I stopped drawing for a long time. My friend Aaron Magruder, he was working at the newspaper in Delaware, and he was like, "Damn, bro, you still on second?" I'm like, "Damn, motherfucker, I make more than you do." So he's like, "Yeah," but my thing is, I got Marmaduke moved off, and I got this thing called Boondock, dude.
I was just about to say, when you said Magruder, I kind of paused. I was like, I don't want to play myself.
Yeah,
like, not be Aaron Magruder.
You're cool.
Oh, wait a minute, we surprised. We flex my name drops. We flex my name drops. That's right, exclusive. We talking. Okay, so Aaron was trying to flex on you a little bit.
He just
friendly.
It's friendly thing, because his mom worked at the photomat, like my mom worked at photomat in Zares, and they sold like the Avon and stuff like that. So it was like their family and us all knew each other.
In the 80s and 90s. It was Tupperware, Mary Kay, and Avon.
Yeah, and they'll come over and they'll bring the comic books, and like he was too cool to hang with us, so I always had my own little clique, and I did my own thing, and I could always do graffiti. And just when I went to California, it came down to like, I didn't really want to draw. I just like it was like the '92 era when we had the riot. So it was like I didn't want to do anything else but straight throw signs in the air all day.
With dog.
So it was nothing but that in my house. So it was like I just wanted to do something special, and then it's like a guy with a pee bag told me, he was like, "Yo, you can draw like that. And you ask people's names out, but nigga, you ain't gonna live past 25.
Yeah, you did. That's violation.
You gonna be an OG?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be that. I'm 19." He's like, "Yeah, but you ain't gonna breathe, bro."
Well, wait, hold on, because you know how comic books put that addendum that just so you know, Xing out graffiti means that he was tagging over another person's art, which is a violation in the Negro community and can get you killed.
Yeah.
That's for all those not a part of the culture.
But it was very. I didn't really know because I came from like this part of the coast, Delaware, waiting for the touchdown skating rink. So I really didn't know all this stuff. It took me a while just to learn half of the stuff, and my after a while, my friend was like, "Yo, you can draw cartoons." So I started drawing gangbangers all the time, and like if you go to my garage, I have women sitting right by my speakers, and I changed it all into dogs, and now it's called the Hounds. So I kind of like was embraced of what they had. Because like my father was gone, so it was like I just wanted somebody to show me. Yeah, and I'm seeing all these graffiti artists, and these Latino brothers and Cuban brothers. Here's my book. I'm like, they're doing everything with George Clinton. They're doing all this stuff on the side of cars.
Parliament funk for those guys. Yeah. You ain't got no. If I gotta tell you who George Clinton is, just turn us off. Go ahead.
And that's what it came down. And one of my brother's friends gave me a whole bunch of Conan books, and I just looked at the covers, and I was just like blown away. And then I started getting like war journals, and Black Panther was cool and everything, but anything Jack Kirby had was better than anything to me. You know what I mean? Like my dad wanted to be like Jack Kirby and Malcolm X. What Jack Kirby gonna be like Martin Luther King? I don't even like. I'm not with that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yo, Magneto was right.
People get hit in the head with rocks, so I couldn't be somebody that wouldn't defend nobody. Like I wouldn't let nobody hit my grandmom in the head with a rock and then sing "We Shall Overcome."
Yeah.
So I'll at least like when I do my comic books, when it came down to it, I'll add that type of stuff in there. When I went to the first and second chapter of the Black Panthers, it was weird, but I told him, I want to make a comic book, a 10-step program comic book. So I did that. So I made Guevara, show them that's where they got the power from, the beret, everything. So people were like, okay, we'll do it. And Edge of it, like, yeah, we just don't mix our names up. So it wasn't about, I just did what I had to do, and all my stuff has like a meaning, like Fat Albert, but it's not like a Bill Cosby thing. It has a real meaning. It's like Tuskegee experiments has nothing about the airmen. It's about what they did to the women when they got the welfare boxes and the government had Kool-Aid. And they say, don't drink the Kool-Aid, but the thing was, they put iron and milk in this stuff. And so when the women were working, they would have this lady that promotes it, and she's like this.
Yeah, iron workers and all
so that. So when they showed her, they didn't really work. That was film time.
Right.
But when they showed the Indians, the Latinos, the mixed people, they're drinking this stuff. And it's like, you got iron in your blood. Right. They wanted super soldiers. You can go anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the world, put it this way. You won't have no Shaquille O'Neal brothers like that. 6'6", 6'7", that's normal. Anywhere, other countries all over the place. That's from the experiments they did on us. We super. People don't understand that. We super. That's why it's so intimidating when you see it. This guy's 6'6". Yeah, I went to college, got a degree and everything. He wasn't being a thug. You know what I mean? Like he actually can draw.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just being around.
Well, you breaking stereotypes.
He's breaking stereotypes. That's why when I met him at a Comic-Con, like I met DMC the same day.
Yeah, because DMC has his own comic book too. That's a black-owned studio.
And he wasn't even doing it. He was coming around looking what we were doing. I'm the one that gave him the idea. You look at my character Hustler, you see the glasses, you see the hip hop clothes, the whole nine. The only thing he don't have is the red coat. And he gave me mad props for it. Thank you, bro, because I wasn't thinking about this. When you had left and Goldberg and me were sitting there laughing at this, he was like, yo, we should try that.
No, definitely check out DMC because it is a solid
comic book.
But then we get the opportunity now to have y'all in here because I really want to talk about where your content is. Like, where can people find your art, your books, your artistry? Where can they go to support you?
I guess Trump Nation Studios has links to most of our work. Got nightsecret.com. Black Label actually. Black Label Comic Con.
Well, wait a minute. What is Black Label Con? That was a segue. That was a cool segue. Sorry.
Yeah, but Black Label Comic Con is actually a culmination of artists and writers that came together that have independent characters and properties. There's no Marvel, there's no DC, there's no Image, there's no Dark Horse. These people have put up their own asses on the line to sell you their product and show you what they have true creativity about. So they say we have our own content to promote, not these other guys. Because when you go to other shows, Marvel, DC, all that stuff, they're promoting those other companies. But guess what? They don't work for them. They've never been there for them. Zero. But they're doing all this fan artwork. But what are you pushing for your community, for your own people?
That is true because I think we've been to cons before where we see a lot of artists give their rendition of content that isn't even theirs, that they don't even own. And honestly, if Marvel really wanted to turn the screws on you,
or Disney, they don't listen to Disney. Not less Disney's money.
But you gotta think.
Nintendo's no joke either.
I mean, you gotta think. But if you went to a Comic-Con and reversed all the roles, what if we had 2,000 brothers? And now we doing all day work. We doing the manga, we doing the anime, we doing the Walt Disney princess, we doing the Spider-Mans, they close it down real quick. But see, there's only like 8 or 9 of us.
Right.
You gonna take all the white people recording? Think about it, just be realistic now. They're not taking all the white. We want to have fun with our children. Now, see, if we did the same opposite, he can't come out tomorrow and come up with a DMX song and say, my name is DMX. No, brother, that's copyright infringement, that's 284, that's 284, they're going to bring all the laws and you're going to jail. You are going to jail. Yeah. Come out.
Look, you can't even do that. Don't sing that song. Even on Facebook Live, they might cut it off.
Yeah.
You hum it too good, next thing you know, whole feed shut down.
That's the whole thing. You got to think that, like, it throws them off. Like, you give them real questions and stuff like that, you make them think about it. Like, that's why we made him do panels and Fantasy do panels. It throws them off. Like say, like Spider-Man. This is the main thing. I explain to the kids in Spider-Man. They were like, oh, Spider-Man is great. Spider-Man is great. I said, so all of y'all seen the Tobey Maguires? Right. You seen Venom? Oh, awesome. I said, but when he got the Negro, he can't do a daggone thing by himself. It was meant to be a failure. That's why they didn't give you a real live action one. They didn't want y'all to be dressed up and sit there and do what they do, so they give you 4 to 5 other Spider-Man because he ain't jack shit.
Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta challenge you on that one.
No,
wait a minute, Jay.
When did you ever see Peter Parker when he first got his power suits and it did whatever? How many other Spider-Man did all the jumping over the buildings?
No. I agree with you. No. I agree with you. Peter Parker as an original content character.
He's lesser than a hero. He's still a sidekick.
But no. Stop that. I would not put Miles Morales in a sidekick role because after they left, he got to hold it down on his own, right?
Yeah, and he's a kid. He does little.
Well, Peter was a kid too. No, I get. No. I get what his point is.
I get it too, but
it was his origin story, his coming out.
But I think because they split, I think he's a derivative of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
that's why they.
But how many other times did we see that happen? I mean, for real.
You started.
I mean, for real. How many times
did we earlier today about certain things?
I mean, I understand where you come from, but how many times did we see Iron Man getting taught by 13 other Iron Mans? How many times we see Thor getting taught by all this? Brother, he can do it by himself. If Peter Parker can learn and he just lost his uncle, why couldn't he learn it by himself?
I get you.
They got every single stereotype in that movie. I said, you know what? They got a thief uncle.
Yo!
I'm gonna be done with my kids.
No, wait. He's got a point there. Right?
I mean, yeah. And the thing was, and when they did it, this is the last one. I said, when did they do it before? They said, well, was there a black Spider-Man before? I said, hold on. I said, did they do it before? Just thought, looked around. Even the teacher said, I said, no, they did it when Barack Obama was in there because they created a black Superman to go against it. So was it really just to make something happen, or was it just to sell to the black audience at that time?
Well, look, let's keep it 100. They saw the success of Black Panther, And Marvel's here to make money, and it's backed by Disney. So if you see the power of the black dollar, and you see the look, let's not get it twisted. You ain't getting Shanghai.
But there's never been
Shanghai because
but there's never been any doubt about the power of the black dollar. That's why we don't own a lot of the stuff in our country.
But that's why they say the Master P and stuff like that.
But my thing is, I aside from making it black, I think the only genuinely for Disney, the only color they care about is green, because when Crazy Rich Asians got successful, now all of a sudden they were like, who do you got? They said Marvel. Who do you got that's Asian? They was like, Mandarin. No, we ruined that. Don't we're not going back to that. Shanghai. I mean, what?
Shang-Chi.
I keep saying Shanghai. You know it. Look, you know the niggas. You don't give me
the comic book wasn't that great,
right? And I don't care about it. I'm sorry. I don't. It does not move me.
But the thing is, but you got to think that's what they do to blacks. Even though this thing wasn't that great, we're gonna pump this thing because we got Black Panther right here. But what did they do? What did they bring back to the neighborhood? I have never seen Marvel or DC or any of them come to my neighborhood where I know these kids. I've been for 11 years. Know Joe Biden, the daughter, everything. So you tell me, I want to see one of the Marvel DC people come down and help these little girls, these girls that want to do in their. Oh, that's right. You only hire 2% out of 75 years. That's why Stanley lost his job. Disney said, "Oh, we're gonna get you for this." Can't even go in the studio. Every single time you see him in the Marvel movie, he's outside. He's not allowed inside, bro. They don't like to promote that part.
Like I told you, a story.
Yo, listen. I never. You put it like this. You've already broadened my spectrum.
Spider-Man, he outside like this. Hey, Spider-Man. In Avengers, hey, dude, he's outside. You're not out in the studio, bro. You just walk on New York, but you don't own none of this no more.
Yeah, they took all this property.
We got pictures of road trips, man, that we had. They're like 3, 4, 5 hours on the road, and all we do is talk.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the stuff that comes out, and then that car when we're at the events, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
So y'all do a lot of panels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just did one in San Diego.
And every panel that we do, it's memorable.
He got invited.
Memorable.
He got invited. You know what I'm saying?
And the reason why? Because you know why? We own our own product. We're not owned by Marvel and DC. Right. We say how we want to say because we own our stuff.
Right.
We don't do corporate speak. We give you like it really is.
No, that's why I'm glad y'all listen. Get it off you, because one of the things that a lot of people there's what they put to. I always say media is all about frontmen.
Oh yeah.
Here's what we're going to give the public.
Yeah.
Here's what's happening behind the scenes. And typically what happens behind the scenes is covered by NDA because you're not allowed to talk about it.
Correct.
But when you have independent labels, when you have independent artists and independent creators, they are not bound by the contractual agreements or the money that goes along with it that impedes them from being able to talk about things like that. Because if you think about it, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to double check it, but I honestly don't see Stan Lee in the studios. I know for a fact they took his properties. I know Stan was getting like a stipend of money. First of all, what is Marvel? Marvel is $1 billion company? Stan was getting robbed by the dude that was taking care of him. Barely, he didn't die super rich. I mean, no, let me not say that.
No, he
didn't die as rich as he should have for somebody that created an entire multi.
I mean, he had to pay Jack Kirby's family back.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother thing. Because I love Stan to death, but there's some discrepancies on how Stan did Jack.
I can't stand that man. Kirby, like as being an artist and a writer and a creator. There's no way you can like that, man. That's like you joining the Ku Klux Klan and you want to be the
Jack Kirby. Come on now, because Captain America's my favorite.
No, Jack Kirby. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't stand Stan Lee.
Yeah, because he did Jack dirty. Yeah,
he did it so dirty, and you see, like I know people. I even did a book called
I gotta check the chat on that one. Hold on, go ahead. No, keep talking.
And I mean, just to be, it just hurts that this man stole so much from a creator, and he had to play back in the bus. And the only reason Kirby had to play back in the bus because he stood with females, blacks, and Latinos. That's why they fired him so much. Oh, you can go to DC now. Oh, you can go to Marvel now. Oh, you can go to DC. They fired him so much. But he will bring you blackness so bad because he's a little short Jewish dude that was going to show off.
Yeah, we got a couple people on the chat. I'm reading the questions as they come in. All right, Jeff said I asked the question that he was going to ask. So that's good. We got that out the way. Who specifically have y'all worked with in the industry that you do or are willing to collaborate with?
My first biggest thing was working with Milestone. I got in touch with Milestone. I fucked them and dunked them to death. And I was supposed to go with Dwayne McDuffie, but then I got in touch with Michael Davis, and we started talking. And then he knew Kevin Grievous, and then I got in touch with Kevin Grievous, and I was supposed to do a report with him. But he knew some guy named James B.O. Barr, and he was like, "Oh, he came up with the Pro, so you ought to get with him first." He came out with the first minority comic book thing that really shined. He even put a minority in the thing. So I worked with a couple good people like Sterling Clark. He worked with Jack Kirby. He did a couple panels here and there. He used to be his gopher in the dungeon. So it was just great to be working with certain people. Phoenix, outrageous, because I had blue pencils and some red pencils, and he came over one day and I was like, "Yo, this is my character. He's hot. I know I can't make it any better." He's like, "Yo, waffles and some waffles and something else," and that was like, "Well, coffee and waffles." And the brother, I went to sleep. We stayed up all night with this vibe and off of it. Came back in the morning, he had a little bit of black things. I don't know if he was licking the Sharpie or making it lighter or something. He worked it out. The whole comic was done. He knocked out a whole comic in one night.
I believe you, because if you saw what he did in less than 30 minutes in the other room, like right now.
Just imagine if he liked something a lot. Yeah. So you know he's going to knock it out. That's why I was like, he made black. Like, I don't like drawing that bad guy anymore.
Yeah.
Because he made it look too good. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
he was like,
yeah. Like,
please, why don't you come over and finish the rest of this panel real quick for us, brother?
He do it all the time. He be trying to sneak it in. Yeah, what you doing, Phoenix? I got some weed.
All right, so we got a question from my man McNux. He says, with the success of his comic Night Seeker, this is for you, E. He says, with the success of your comic Night Seeker, has he pitched his idea to either Netflix and the like to bring his character to life on the screen? And he says, much love to you, and he can't wait to see you again.
I appreciate that.
Don't be creepy, Mark. we mean at cons, not in your bushes outside your house.
Have I pitched it to those guys yet? Not as of yet. I still want to do an audio book for the first original novel, and mainly everything's already done as casting wise what I need for script. So it'll be easy to send to them. And also my books read like scripts, so the transition is very, very easy.
Yeah.
But
smart.
Very smart. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm expanding the world even more. Mm-hmm. So I say, look, if someone's really interested in getting to my work, it'd be Netflix, it'd be Hulu, it'd be Amazon. I'm easily accessible. Also, people like Patrick Stewart, Avery Brooks, Jonathan Frakes, Kate Mulgrew, Sigourney Weaver, Ray Park. They're actually part of my work anyway, and also Kevin Grievous. So if you want to get a hold of my stuff, even Leonard Nimoy, before he died, I started writing him up, and he died the second week I started putting into my world.
Yeah,
he couldn't get the book. He just didn't get the book. That was
that hurts. But see, I love that because despite adversity, because opportunities come and go, you brothers are still kicking.
Oh yeah.
Mary Puppo on the chat said she super agrees with y'all that they did Kirby super dirty. It's kind of like one of them dirty secrets that you got to be in the comic book world, because Stan's so beloved. Yeah. But we keeping it real right here.
I mean, look at Dingo and Bob Kane. You're talking about somebody that can't draw a daggone lick, and went around and this is Batman, and I make Gotham and Metropolis. You didn't create shit. He got a blonde-haired guy with a big green wings with green underwears on the outside, and all the stuff was Monty's Falcon.
Right.
You know what I mean? Homeboy came back with 34 bad guys, 10 good guys, and they created. Maybe he might have a sidekick. That's awesome.
So I have a question. One of my friends from high school and a couple of her buddies, they're actually getting ready to put out their own comic. Their Kickstarter actually launches next week. It's called Incident Report. Yeah, I'm waiting. She's gonna send me the cover art.
Did they pay us for that promo? No. I'm just joking. We support black business.
And our Patreon is
Right. If you could give them one piece of advice, what would it be?
The Kickstarter, because I've done a couple of my damn self, is promote, hashtag, let everyone be a part of it, and just get to anyone you can. Doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter the color. You never know who's going to actually support you. Even my last one for Black Label, it was someone I met over 7 years ago, and I gave him a heart out at my table. We're busy, and he said, "Eric, the reason why I put you over the hump, I did half of your funding. Damn." Is because you spent time and you know who the hell I was, and you spent time and you cared about me, and because you guys believed what you had, I had to get that same thing in me because now I got my own production company because of you guys.
And that's the most important thing, how you relate to people and you give back. Because we sat in Hnic that day and we signed like a whole bunch of copies of the cover for the book, for the new book. We did the merge one. And they saw that in Hnic, and we got them as a sponsor. So it's like just
I noticed that.
Just being yourself and being out there and giving back to the people who are helping you out. You know what I mean? Because it's like everything is a relationship. You know, I don't care what it is, and how you treat yourself and the people around you is going to be reflected in your success. You know what I'm saying?
I love it because the way we even got connected is through mutual friends and associates, and one of the things that I'm not gonna get on my soapbox, but one of the things that I hate that is constantly said in our city in Philadelphia is nobody supports anybody else. But you have individuals like you brothers, you have individuals like Eric Moran, you have individuals like Jay Rich and other people who are content creators and media people, and if you're not helping somebody else to grow, how do you expect to grow yourself?
It's really, the thing is, like, because it's all over, it's not just in Philly, it's everywhere when it comes down to, like, black franchise stuff. So, like, as when I talked to Michael John White and stuff, it was more like,
oh, you just gonna name drop? That's what you gonna do? That's what you gonna do?
Keep it around.
Keep that in your lap. But see,
did I warn you?
But this is what I mean. People need to know, and it's not. And we don't make. We're not saying name drop like it's something taboo. No, people need to know that the art reflects the recognition that you're getting. You have a con in the city that really creativity is our thing.
Yes.
This is as far as creatives go, and art and music and hip hop and being black is PG-13. But come on,
black as fuck.
That's what I think.
You get one F-bomb.
I forgot. Everybody gets one.
Count.
But my thing is, we have an opportunity now. If you did not know about Black Label Con, here's the heart of it. No, because my thing is, I got two questions for you, one from the chat and one personal from me. Somebody from the chat, another one to Eric, they wanted to know if you had a actor who could play Night Seeker, who would you want in your mind? If you know, carte blanche. Just don't say The Rock.
And all truth and honesty, I'd rather have an unknown.
I love it.
I'd rather have a college kid, probably maybe like a football player or something like that, an unknown that had potential. You can see the heart, you can see the mind, that he was a creative person that can actually have a good show, and just someone that's very giving, very heroic. Yeah. But I want someone that also can, a little timid at times, but he can overconquer it.
Gotcha. Would it matter if he was American or not? Because that's also another point of contention. With British black actors.
I don't want no more British.
No.
I know.
No, it doesn't matter, or no.
No, John Boyega can't be every black character.
I'm not talking about John Boyega.
Well, let's be real about it. How many people people in America that are black actors going to school to try to become actors, and we're not given an opportunity to become actors?
That's what I'm just saying. Look, somebody just recently said to me in voice acting, they love Cree. They love Cree Summers. But how many black young girls has she voiced over her career that didn't give the opportunity?
Probably 3 or 4.
Touch.
Everything.
I mean, she's done literally almost 17 different
all
voices. But it's good to hear somebody say, "Hey, let's give some new people a lane."
Some new blood.
Right. So man, my other question was for Black Label Con, what is the ultimate goal and purpose for why you're even doing this at all?
It's a voice.
It is.
It's for the unspoken. You know, the people who. I wish something like this was around so it would have moved me faster than that, regular life had done. Because I was like, because I saw Brother Man too. And I was like, damn, somebody out there getting it like that, putting his own story together and shit. And the art was dope, and it was like kind of like how I was doing it. So it's like having a father figure almost, or something that you didn't have. You know what I mean? So I told everybody about it that I could and create.
I mean, Daewoo was like what he said. What he explained that Daewoo is kind of like a father figure. Like, and the thing is, he will talk to you. You know what I mean? I talk to him like at least every 2 months. You know what I mean? Bar don't quit. Like there's many times like I got goosebumps. Like that's my man. And I need that to keep me on a different level. Sometimes because these guys, sometimes I won't even call these guys for. I'll be so depressed. I won't even call these guys for like a month or two. I'll be so crushed and I'll be seeing so much other stuff and as a teacher for like 11, like 12, 11 it's hard to see kids
grow up. No, because it's disheartening. First of all, you're already if y'all don't know, being a creative is a dark and lonely place because where you have to pull your creativity, it depletes you. It's almost like a superpower.
Right. Yeah.
But listen, I was a comedian for 8 years, and I very rare.
So it's all of you,
bro. You give everything so much. I used to cry backstage after a performance. Great laughter, whole nine. Used to bawl just because it was so emotionally taxing to do it.
Nobody saw that journey.
And nobody understands but it's the same thing for you as an artist. Them times where you're like, holy crap, I just put all this work, all these hours into making this art and nobody is picking it up.
People walking by your table, the thing that hurts the most sometimes will be your people's.
Right. Like it be your own people that
your own people.
This is why most of what I did was geared for my people. Like my natural is beautiful color.
We have inside conversation
about
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And mothers would be pulling their children away. The kids know, but it's the adults.
But see, are y'all familiar with China McCoy?
You gotta think.
Are you familiar with China McCoy? He was the stunt man.
The two acts of
right. Bang. Mm-hmm. We got the opportunity to meet him at Greater Philadelphia Comic-Con. Super dope brother, and your journey kind of reminds me of things that he was kind of telling us about. How he'll cosplay as his character at his table and sell his content, but people of color will walk right by it and won't even give it a chance.
It's a brainwash. It's just like if I'm teaching kids, I can teach them like Marcus Garvey or a little bit of Malcolm or Douglas, you know what I mean? I can teach them. We go ahead and they will get it, and I'll say, Africa for life, red, black, and green. They don't get it.
They don't get
but
it.
If a white dude told you, say, Wakanda for life, they got it. Name one place in Africa, bro. You know what? But you know how to do all this dance.
They don't even know about the Pan-African flag or
representation. They don't know about Ethiopia. They don't know where their name came from. They don't know the queen that ran Ethiopia. They don't know anything about the women that ran for 275 years. They don't give nothing. See, why you think they knocked all their noses off? Because women was running stuff. See, but the thing is, if you tell these kids that, oh, no, like, this is Wakanda for life. No, Wakanda for life was Shaka Zulu. But since your mom won't let you watch that because it has breasts and stuff, because they haven't been colonialized and they haven't been Americanized yet, I can't watch that yet. Yeah, but you'll watch the dude say, put this suit on and do all this type of stuff. That was Shaka Zulu's brother that came home and said, this is what they do to you.
You can't drop all these gems at once, man. It's like Sonic rings in his skull.
It was a teaching block, so when the kids was like, he had all them lashes on, I said, you know what that was? When he came back off the boat. He came off the boat called Jesus. That's the boat that took the slaves over. So when they brought him back over, he said, well, you see where the river is right there? He said, yeah. So now, get your shirt off. Now you see all these scars. It's called a honey whip. So they dip it in honey, they put it in glass, and they whip it and bring skin and meat out of your bones. See, and they tear you all this up. Right. And that's what those scars were. See, but you know what? That's a little too far. I don't want my kids to see guns and all this. No, teach them about themselves.
Truth, man.
I just had a conversation with a brother today.
It's the truth. You know what I mean?
And I'm not gonna get into a deep discussion about reparations, but I was telling no, because I once again, don't get me started. But I was telling him that at the minimum, the loss of history, the loss of history from the Middle Passage, from the time that they started shipping us, stealing us, and using us as cargoes and commodities in America, to the time that the Emancipation Proclamation, and even down to civil rights, because really you only into the 1960s have you really been recognized as a human being. But I'm not even going to get into all of that.
25 years still after that, because when we went to vote, it was like, nigga, you're still not voting.
Right, exactly. Right, you still didn't have a voice. But all that history, put a dollar. You can't put a dollar on it. So when you talk about history, that's one of the things why that's one of the reasons why I like comic books. Because it's one of those ways, especially in movie telling, in art forms, do you want to sit down and learn about your history? No. You want to see this cool comic book that teaches you about history?
That's why we work with Trayvon Martin. Like his dad, like he worked with Tracy Martin and got him to get this idea after they.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Freddie said. I'm sorry. I was so listen. I was so into the conversation. Look.
I tried to warn you, man.
Well, go ahead. Look. I don't relinquish. You know, I don't let go of the hype button. But go ahead. So y'all out here.
Well, maybe what happened was that. Yeah. So maybe what happened was this: is that when the shooting of Trayvon Martin happened, and we all were glued to TV and everything else about that. And about 6 months before that happened, I created a character that had similar scenario to him.
Really?
And it affected me that much. And I decided to go to Tracy he was at a dinner, and I was invited as a guest. And I had Sean Ali, one of the artists here in Philly, and Sean is a great artist. I had him do a picture of Nightseeker and having Trayvon Martin as an angel behind him, up on top of the building.
Dope.
And when I said, "Well, look, Mr. Martin, I want to have your son as a character of my world," and I showed the picture, he cried. He said, "No one from Marvel, no one from DC, no independent writers or creators came to him and actually even asked you something like this." He said, "Brother, you got my support." That's why I said all my writing is about meaning and purpose.
And that's the truth, and that's the real, because we deal with it every day.
We met him, like what happened. We met him. I was on the phone with him. I was on the phone with him.
I'm very rarely at a loss for words.
I mean, we just had to do it.
But no, this has got to be a new, there's got to be Dope 9000.
But the thing was, we were catching flack because I already came out with the Black Lives Matter book before all this happened. Because Adele already did a shooting of a deaf child, and the cop thought he was loitering. So the second time he came around, you throwing signs at us. So by the time they put the handcuffs on, he was doing sign language. So they shot him in the back.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, so it was on CNN.
I remember that.
So I made the books. I know the mom. I watched matter of fact, one of the kids was in my art class. I know his uncle, and that was his uncle.
Well, nobody warned me about how dope y'all were, but
I mean,
that's the thing.
It's like,
you'll never know unless you get out of that mind frame that this is how life should be in that box.
Yeah, because when they did the thing,
I
cried. I talked to Tracy when it hurt. Because my son doesn't like his son. So when he seen that door, he was like, write it.
And that's where a lot of the story.
And I got goosebumps now. I just remember that night, I just remember the
because it's content with a purpose. It's
not just his son was in the background, you're gonna make my brother into a superhero, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know how I'm gonna do this now.
But when you have content with a purpose, it totally changes the game.
Changes the aspect of everything. That's why I get a lot of flack on my books. But a lot of people don't even know they're learning.
Good.
I mean, the thing was,
you got to sneak it in. Sometimes.
The thing is, black people won't go to it. It's like rap music. White people come to it and they love it. Oh man, this is dope. They lose their freaking mind. Then a black person goes, "What the hell are they looking at?"
Well, no, we see it all the time. If you and just to put it in a hip hop's perspective, if it's about shooting, killing, and drugs, 9 times out of 10, it's a Billboard top 10.
Yes.
But when Common, and I use Common as an example, when Common went from more hood gangster rap to more conscious, it was like, oh, Common corny now.
Yeah.
And nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear anything positive. Nobody want.
So you have to disguise it in a way.
You almost got to you got to put a hard trap beat to something conscious, and then maybe somebody will learn something.
Well, man, the image is the most powerful thing. It influences the subconscious mind. It makes everything reality. You know what I'm saying? So whoever gets there first, you got to.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was hard for us to do the book. Like a lot of times, like certain things. What this man be doing.
Real quick, I just want somebody gave y'all love.
Thank you.
Moana McAdams, she said.
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, she said Eric is a.
2 weeks.
Look, I ain't even gotta say nothing. She said she's definitely going to be in the building on. I want to make sure I get the date right. Give them the date, so because you know
August.
A lot of gas.
August
10th on a Saturday.
Friday. Friday.
Friday's a private party. That's a private party. That's private.
You're not going to Kurt over here. I heard party.
What you not going to do is say party.
I'm sorry. That's why I had to. You didn't hear that.
No. But listen, if Alfred could just slide an invitation into the back cage, we'll talk about that. No, but the 10th is the important.
The official date is August 10th for Black Label Comic Con, and I've used one C in the middle for Comic Con because San Diego owns the rights to Comic Con. So
really,
yes, you can't use that.
You can't use it.
You cannot use that.
You're joking. You can't say Comic Con.
You'd be surprised how many.
Yeah, 2 years ago. That's why people are like,
yes. San Diego has a lot of power.
Are you kidding? Wait, Comic Con? You can't say Comic Con? You just gotta say con?
No, you have to say comic book or comic book convention. Yeah.
They don't want you to
or you have to use the
patent your stuff, people. Go down to the trade committee, get your stuff trademarked and patent it, because apparently people out here trademarking stuff like Comic Con.
Why do you think they killed Prince off?
Yeah. Bro, don't listen. The show ain't long enough to talk about Brother Nelson.
Because glad he's here, man. Because we can put them two in the room and just go.
Oh no! Because you know the fact when he started owning all his masters. Look, Nasir. He just talked. Look, Nas just talked about.
It's the exact same thing. Prince been warning people for a very long time.
Don't put me in cousin. We're about to start the revolution. I'm just let y'all know. Be afraid.
Come Friday to the party. Come Friday to the party. You guys talk all day.
Listen, bro. Because at the end of here's the thing. And everybody on the crew kind of knows we built this platform for stuff like this, for this exact purpose, because we didn't see this represented in the media we were watching. We I didn't see real conversations. I didn't see the type of community upbuilding where we can get people who are allies, but also still identify as POC people and keep our culture and our identity, put the two together, mesh it together, and then have real talk conversations that can be uncomfortable.
Because you learn.
But that's what's going on at Black Label Con.
And that's what it is. Like, I feel more comfortable now speaking that way. And thank you, Dr. Umar, because me and him had a 2-hour talk, and he told me off the back, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be in my next Savage Lion book. I'm going to teach you at a school in Wilmington, Delaware, and I'm going to teach black sci-fi.
Stop, man. His brain coming out that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I had hair, I'd have lost it by now. My mind blown. No, bro. Listen, but the name. It's not just who you know. It's not the names you're saying, but who they are. However you feel about them personally, whether it be Umar and Magruder. Whether it be, if you got a problem with the Martins, you can see me outside. But,
there you go.
But however you feel about, but these are people who, at the minimum, are trying to bring community together in whatever facet that they can utilize their platform for.
Yes.
You brothers have come together, and number one, already dispelled the myth that black men can't work together, because obviously you can.
Yes.
And a lot of other different ethics too.
Right, and that's the thing.
If you see my lineup, I've worked with 20 different artists by 5 different writers. I'm the godfather of this.
I love it though, because
wow,
because this is the image that needs to be promoted. That it's not just about because just to dispel any myths, Black Label Con doesn't necessarily mean black people only, right?
No.
All right,
black, white, gay, straight, Muslim, Christian. You better get your behinds up in there and better believe that something's gonna be something good for you.
Right.
Something totally
and
different.
that's the purpose of it. You know, you gotta. Everybody's got their place.
Yeah, I mean, I
got
mixed children.
say, man.
You know, I got little bombers all over the damn place. You know what I mean? So I can't be prejudiced. I mean, there's something I came up with to where I am now. Like the kid said, what would you be like from 30 years? Where were you? I said homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I was living with my mama, homeless in a car, and that's what it was. That's real talk. And I look at myself now from being under a bridge, brushing my teeth. You know, with my mom going to school. You know, like that changed my whole life up. And all she would ever do was give me
They singing y'all phrases on the chat. We got everything from Preach Phoenix to Great Advice. Y'all up there, listen, look, y'all up there, y'all testifying. And they said that y'all raising the bar.
Thank you.
Raising the bar. That's
a lot of him.
That's mainly
he rubs off on
He pushes a lot of the borders, the boundaries. We just rush in the. We're like, you know, that SWAT team.
Right.
We the three that you sent in. Eric is the one that he kicks the door in.
Yeah.
I do tuck and roll. He come through the window and we just
overload.
Now, like,
you know what I mean?
Now, as you can see, like we have tricks on our squad, and though we tout ourselves as a Blurred Talk radio show because we are Blurred centric, we are about the culture. We're also inclusionary into all people. It doesn't matter, you know, like you said.
Yeah.
Not saying Tricks will feel this way, but for anyone who is not a person of color who might have an apprehension coming out, what would you say to them?
Bring your babies. Bring your sounds.
And all truth and honesty, the other black Comic Cons that have been done by black owned people, they
you gotta chill.
Yeah. So
chill.
That's why I don't talk much because.
But the thing is this: is that some people feel excluded, and I've seen a couple postings here and there for different cons. And with mine is that the reason why I call it Black Label is because when you think about drinking liquor, Black Label is a certain taste, a certain flavor.
Yes.
When you come to this,
Johnny Walker, you want that black line?
Right.
Yeah. Well, we will listen. We'll talk. Jack.
But when you come to this particular Comic Con, it's going to be people of different ethnics, different sexualities, different stories to tell. We even got a gold carpet that you're going to walk on and have a photographer there for you.
So you said, y'all said forget the red. We just going to go right to
gold.
No, they had a dress code. They want you to come in all black.
Wait, hold on.
Yes. The way, yes. Well, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No. You let right into it though, and I'll make it easy for you. And the thing is, when we went to see Black Panther, whoever did cosplay or dressed up in African, even though most stuff was made up in China, but anyway, I got off that subject real quick.
Like the phone.
I didn't
even
never lied about that. Everybody was buying dashikis and it wasn't from Africa.
Wasn't Africa at all.
And what made me mad, motherfuckers looking for Wakanda on the map.
Ooh, yeah.
No, they did.
Yes, they were.
No, they did.
That was like, Madagascar.
No, you lying to me. Ain't nobody look for no Wakanda on the map.
All the way to 5th grade to 6th grade, bro.
You'd be surprised.
So you see so many lost souls.
And this is what I'm talking about, that subconscious
And Wakanda's owned by Disney. That's the worst part about it.
Did I say brainwash before?
Bro, somebody just said the mental conditioning is mad real.
Yeah. Yes. Once you got the mind, you run this shit.
Yo, I'm for everybody on the chat, I apologize. There's a lot of different comments, and I'm trying to sort through them. But I'm just as intrigued as y'all are. But go ahead, finish.
So I was saying that they came out with Wakanda gear or whatever, but for Black Label, I said let's make this very different event for a Comic Con. So I said for recommended garbs that you're wearing is going to be all black with highlights and accents of gold, silver, bronze, and rainbow. Because yes, LGBT community. Because I'm gay, and at first I wasn't proud of it, and then I got to know more about myself.
He's my fucking best friend.
And I said, you know what? I'm respectful. People love me. And I said, you know what? Be yourself.
That's it.
And I said, be yourself, but also my stories I have some gay stories also where people said, dude, I can relate to that because I went through that. And I said, yeah, because Marvel and DC, they can never tell those kind of stories because most of those guys, either in the closet or they try to be so straight, they don't know how to tell a gay story.
I mean, like Aquaman, that's the big thing right now. Aquaman is gay. He's been gay, but since you comic book readers never read the book, you guys never realized he had.
We just had a whole Aqualad discussion.
He with Green Lantern and all of them. Right. The one assassin and everything.
Well, somebody just corrected me. They were like, he's not gay, he's pansexual. I'm not getting into the differences.
That's not Orlando. That's not Orlando Calrissian.
Right, exactly. I mean.
It's a robot love.
Yeah, robot love. Listen, who in your bedroom? That ain't my concern. My thing is stories that are told by people who actually can accurately depict the stories.
See, that's what killed me for a while. I knew, but he would say, I'm like, dude, I love you as a brother, so I don't give a fuck what people say. That's on real talk. If somebody got something to say, they might get smacked or backhand.
Because love is love. I mean, at the end of the day, if you love your people, you love your people.
And I was like, yo, right now, I got rid of a team because his brother showed me what the real thing is.
But now, mind you, we got positivity going on, but I would be remiss as a reporter, and if I don't ask you, have you found obstacles being openly gay and as a black man?
Oh, well, you answered your own question, man.
He was like,
well, the whole hour.
He was like, well, how long? He said, well, how long did we got?
It's 9:58 now.
Well, we all right. We all right. Go ahead, no.
But I'll
give him a taste, man. Give him a taste.
For number one, I'm the first person of cosplay to have his own character in the market. I was the first of my kind. I'm the first person to have a Latino starship captain in a series.
Fernandez.
Yes. And to be truthful honesty is that for doing the stuff I do, I've always tried to break boundaries for everything I do. Right. And also to have Trayvon Martin as a character in the world that we did. No one's ever tried these attempts before. And now with the Greenville Triangle telling Black Wall Street story in an action adventure style form with a sci-fi twist to it, no one's ever told a history like this. I'm breaking boundaries left and right. I'm not getting recognition for it because, number one, I'm black. Number two, maybe because I'm gay. And number three, I'm intimidating when you look at me. So you better get out of my way because I'm going to steamroll over you. Yeah. Give me my props, give me my due. Because guess what? When you get to know me and know my work, I can tell you this. Every book I've sold, over 200,000 novels. No, sorry, I said 200,000. 20,000, sorry, my bad.
No. That still gets it. Listen. The other zero coming, don't worry.
Oh, it's gonna come. But I've always guaranteed my work. I say, you know what? You get a personal book from me, I signed it for you. You have 100% money back guarantee from my work. Right. I stand behind it every time. Not one return yet over 10 years.
It blew my mind because I'm with him all the time. And like, I was with Paris Collins. We're chilling, and he was like going to Green Lantern and shit, and like doing it downstairs. And make sales. And like, I was like, nigga, you just want to freaking fan page, bro. And he was like, yeah, but you're making sales. I was like, 'cause I'm with him. You understand this? Like, the people I meet and stuff that I like, it was just a thing where they just knew Eric, and he'll bring you along, and you'll never leave a brother behind. I didn't really understand that, right? And he always had my back because a lot of people they don't like my attitude. Because I'll tell you about yourself. Well, I'm not just
that's a Du Bois. That's a Du Bois type theory where it says you go back, you reach back, you pull up from the community, and that way they tell them to check.
Yeah, and that's what I do. Like I've been teaching in the inner city for so long. I mean, I started out getting young kids out of jail early. They do my art program. I get to, then I'll try to help them get a job. And that was my thing, and then Ashley Biden came in.
I can only imagine the amount of talent that you've seen over the years.
Oh, it is crazy because a lot of them, they're so corrupt. And I think the thing that blew my mind, the boys just wanted to get out. They can draw, they can do anime, but just working with the females, you see these little girls, you see them grow up, next thing you know, they're going, working, and I go somewhere and I see them, they're like, hey, what's up, I see their grandma, thank you, like, pay is good, but that is.
But you changing real lives.
Yeah, when Trayvon Martin's son and the younger son was like, oh snap, oh my god, like, and then his dad was like, no, I don't like this story.
Yeah, the value of the work is the people.
So I went back and had to write it. You know what I mean? Right. And he put his little niche onto it, and then it came back. The mom part. And now I'm just kind of shook because now she's like, oh, well, can you bring this out a little bit and
but they're giving you the realism.
Realize it. She was like, because the thing is, because Jay-Z and Beyonce want this for their HBO special, and I was like, yo, but I was like, but we were working on this, and then we'll do. I'd do anything. I mean, I was so crushed that we weren't going to get. I didn't even want to tell them. I told them I was going to stop drawing. I was going to quit because this meant everything to me, the world. Right. You know what I mean? Like
you're doing something with a purpose,
yeah,
and then they take the purpose away.
It was a gut feeling, and then the son got the dad to call me back, and it was like, do that. You know, like the guy dreadlocks, the merge dude is awesome, and I was like, they don't like my characters. And then they were like at the end where the guys are talking, and you got the guy D where I said, oh my god, he actually said my character. You know what I mean? And it was like, I'm on a different level now. Because I see a lot of brothers now that was doing the anime and manga, staying safe in their little box, no meaning crap. It was just like listening to a rapper with it was like a whole bunch of nothing.
Got you. So
when you see every Comic Con you see they'll do it, you'll see a Goku that is black. You will see it, no features, no black lips, no black nostrils. You know what? Just make their hair round and curly on top. Look, that doesn't make it black. I'm sorry, brothers, you've been selling out way too damn long.
Yes. Because we talk about that all the time.
No, but Sass, what do you mean by that? When you say that you talk about it all the time?
Well, like for instance, one of my best friends, childhood best friends, Tiffany. So she brings this up because she does her own art from her sketchboard online, a little animated tablet thing. I couldn't get with that. That's when I fell off board from art. But I need a pencil. But she used to bring that up that it made her feel some type of way, and I was like, you know what? I never thought about that. About when they do include any like black characters and anything that's anime related, a lot of the time they just like make their hair a little curly. Yeah, they'll either make them have really big lips, or they'll give them like curly hair or something, and they still look like the regular anime standard. Like they don't look like they're just a different shade.
Yeah, I can't. How Mr. Polo is allowed is beyond me because that's blackface and
but that's a brainwash because a black person was there. I can draw this so I can get away with this. Because mommy gonna sit there and say, "Yeah, baby, that's good," and that's what they're gonna give them. But when I see them in college, when I see them, they were dropping out. They ain't shit. That's what I tell them. You ain't shit, because you can't even draw Picasso or Rembrandt. These people are telling you to draw this. All you got is Goku, homie.
They don't even know what Picasso or Rembrandt is. They don't know nothing about Impressionism, pointillism. They don't even know art style.
I'm doing it by painting, oil painting. I'm like, but I'm doing it by gouache. And these brothers, oh, look at my Goku. Yeah, brother, but you can't go home. I got kids to feed.
So even though you do comic book style, you guys, when you say you're in the art.
Yeah.
Acrylic, watercolor, this man,
he's everything.
He's a master of many mediums.
See, and that's the beauty of it, because one of the things that kind of get my short and curlies is the fact that people look at black people and they automatically think, oh, urban. Like, he does hip hop. So he must not know, like Prince. Oh, Prince is doing funk. Prince plays 11 instruments and classically trained. And he'll dance circles around anybody in the band.
100 plus instruments.
It's
142 instruments.
Listen to the ancestors, I apologize. No, because I don't want to take away from the man's credit. But people don't understand that just because you see someone in a specific medium doesn't mean that it's urban or hood, or they don't have the additional knowledge to do something greater. And that's one of the things that we want to hopefully get a taste of when we come down, because Head Nurse in Charge is definitely going to be in the building August 10th.
August 10th at the Hampton Inn next to the Philadelphia Convention Center on 1301 Ridge Street.
We put the event up already. We're re-inviting everyone.
And we got a party, yo, because my birthday is coming up on August 12th, so I'm getting all the partying right now, because I'm going to be 47 years old.
Yeah, my coworkers is talking about their convention.
Really?
Yeah,
No. They're already.
She brought it up to me the other day and was like, "Are you going?" Because she knows that I'm into conventions and stuff. And then I was like, "Oh, how'd you know about this?" So yeah, it's spreading.
No, I know the word is definitely spreading because I already got DM about 5 or 6 times about this show because somebody asked, "Hey, are the guys from Black Label Con coming on your show?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it is a good thing because they were like, okay, I'm gonna check it out because I want to get some insight." Because the benefit of certain cons already coming from people have a taste for it now.
Yeah.
Now they're like, oh, we're still amped. Oh, I got something that's similar to this con in my own city. Oh yeah, I want to come check it out. So August 10th, at which hotel?
Hampton.
Right. I want to make sure. If you say it, I know it's right.
But the nice thing about the Hampton that we're going to, that right next to the Convention Center, is that they got awarded the best hotel in all of Philly this year. I was like, whoa.
So there's quality.
There's quality.
In a bar.
And
that's the bar.
Did I say that?
Yo, listen, hold on, y'all. Y'all listen, y'all know. You know, King Kurt love a turn up.
Let me give you a little bit more. But there's also going to be panels.
Yes.
By the 3 of us on different subjects, so you can come in and get the full
feeling of everything.
Of each individual to see, because we could have made it on our own.
Right, individually, but together.
And the ego, you know, all that stuff just flies out the window when you start seeing the bigger picture.
That's why I love them brothers.
Oh Lord, if you could just teach that. No. If you could teach,
he does
organization, the numbers. The numbers game.
Well, one thing is for the panels we're doing, it's not a fan panel thing. It's about teaching people how to own, operate their own comic books, how to do media stuff.
If you're an independent artist, there is no excuse for you not to be here. And if you're an independent artist that is a POC, it's definitely no excuse for you to be here. And if you're an independent artist that's black, get your behind up. Because the tickets are so reasonably priced.
Oh, yes.
It is so reasonably priced that honestly, you do yourself a disservice. Do not call yourself an artist. Don't call me up to come promote on my show if you didn't go to Black Label Con. Period. Because everything that you need to do is going to be right there.
Yep, and the people are there to cater to you. A lot of creators are there to help you out.
Networking alone. Just the networking alone.
And just that, I was tell people, man, if you go there, there's no telling who you're going to run into. And I know just hanging around with these guys, just bumping into people, like, I'll never forget shaking hands with Kevin Reeves. He's like, crush me and shit. And his voice is just like it is in the movies and shit. So, you know what I mean? You get these experiences and they change your perception on.
And you realize that life. I might be able to do something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the more you see these things, he gave me my probably the biggest break. And then over time, as I would say that's like a relationship. Like I said, our relationship became different from just an artist and a writer to brother.
Right. Because a break is nothing more than an opportunity. You have to do something with the opportunity, and you have to be talented, improve yourself in everything. And there's nothing wrong with that because you know the old adage: you got to do twice as good to get half of what they get. Yes. But the difference is, it doesn't have to be like that if we're putting people on.
I didn't want to trust nobody. If it wasn't for him, because I didn't really want to meet Phoenix. Phoenix was too daggone good.
He said, I already did.
There was another artist that was around that didn't really like me, so I didn't know if I was going to rub him wrong or not. You know, man, but my thing is, my mama said, you know, because Eric came down to my house, and then he met my mom and everything, and she's like, you know what, that's a good brother. Right. Said, I don't approve of all the stuff that you guys do, because, you know, I'm a Christian, and she was like, that other guy, he's solid too. Like any other time, you got to come to my house. You got to come any day. Because I love y'all just like brother. I never seen the party going with just about everybody. You're the only one left. Right. You got to brother like really talk to you. And they're my brothers. And when it comes down to like, I tell every artist, any writer, any editor, surround yourself that are people that are better than you. Prince said it better all the time. Prince said, I always had my friend. He said, I knew the time was a little bit better than me, but I had to get them the songs that I wasn't allowed to sing because my dad was smack. So when you're seeing all this stuff, and now you're seeing these demo tapes come out now, you're seeing all these Jungle Love. He knew that these guys are just as good as him. But there's a certain way he can sell it. You know what I mean?
No,
and these guys right here
better within the group.
In the group is better, and it's like
oh no, we get it because
even
as us as a unit, each one of us brings a certain niche and thing, and there's things that I can do that Sass can't, and there's things that Sass can do that I can't. Same with Tev, same with Trish, same with anybody in our crew. And honestly, that family aspect is what makes this deeper. Because we go through, it's the same. We're content creators, just not in the same lane. But at the end of the day, if you got the right culture, everything benefits each other. And that's one of the reasons why we're super excited to have you guys come through. I know this can't be the last time y'all come through, because we got to do a recap show, because I want to know after we finish Black Label Con by the end. I'm holding it to you before the end of August. Come back and give us the real talk feeling on how you felt the event.
Don't you think Donald Trump should be here right now? He'd be like, I don't believe this black talker happening here. I think because they got
keep that nigga right where he's at. Right, and I meant it, because it ain't black people ain't the only niggas in the world. I'm just gonna put that out there.
That is a nigga.
No, he's ignorant.
So if you put him in here, he'd be like, dang, these brothers. Because he would have to say brothers. They're not talking Negro-ish. I don't understand. So he just had the vibe. He couldn't say anything about the
he ain't coming on Gerard Ave. I can tell you that right now. I'm talking about white, black, and indifferent. That'll be the one thing to unify everybody. This is the wrong part of town for everybody.
That's a Secret Service, man. West Conference. Hell no. He gonna learn something here, bro.
Now, also, mind you, if anybody from the Republican Party wants to give any money to the Hnics in charge, you can go through our subsidiary. I'm joking. I'm not selling out. Oh, we need bread. No, I'm joking. No. I gotta get this question in, because I don't want them mad at me. You got another question from the audience. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. Are y'all working with other cons as well, like East Coast Black Age Comic Convention?
Y'all were just there, weren't you?
Oh, Ebot. That's how I know them. I know him as Ebot.
Okay, we can ask that.
Oh, yeah, they got to confer. All right, no.
Was that on your Chocolate Nation Studios?
Chocolate Studios,
because y'all were just featured on Black Sci-Fi, right? Yeah, y'all got the press release on Black Sci-Fi, and I think they work with Ebot too.
Yeah. No. Sure, man. Chocolate Nation Studios. I don't know if you was on.
Yeah, I went on your website and I posted it in the chat.
Unique Individuals Inc. That's mine. Nightsecret.com. You can find me on.
Yeah, definitely get a handles.
Phoenix. Phoenix.nebula.9 on Instagram. For Facebook, you got to put a hyphen between the O and
we all got to connect. This is not going to be even offline. We got to talk.
Yeah, but I just secured a table for us for J1 Con. It's going to be in Atlantic City.
Oh.
Yeah, Jay's been a fan. I know Jay's been a fan of mine for years.
Yo, he was just in the chat singing your praises.
Yeah.
We gonna have a good time. We all listen.
What do you play? Atlantic City. What do you play? I'm a craps guy. What you got?
Oh. You know what? I don't make enough money to be giving it to nobody. But Texas Hold'em. I'm Texas Hold'em, man.
It's a lot.
Hey, when I get some bread, listen, I know how to double my money. Trust and believe that. And blackjack, but that's a whole nother conversation. But we could play craps up in the room. But that's a whole. Listen, see, you not giving up trade secrets now. Listen, J1 Con, big ups to my man Jay Rich, fan of the show, and he's like a brother to me. He's one of my mentors. Him and Eric. And he also has the benefit of being able to come on the show whenever he wants. He's got keys.
But you know he's going to be there too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's going to be at Black Label Comic Con.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he has to. Listen.
Get ready for him, y'all.
He supports, he's one of the people that I can say genuinely isn't just about his own brand, but the raising the bar all across the board. And it's good to see that he's not the only one. Yeah. Because you brothers definitely have already set the bar really, really high. And it needs to be, because if we're not elevating, then what's the point?
Crabs in the barrel. Can't stand that.
That's why me and Madball. I mean, I did Comic-Con. I started my Comic-Con, and I had to bring him in. Because
I kind of pushed you into it, though.
Yeah. He was like the backbone and things to it, but we just couldn't find a place to do it. Boys and Girls Club didn't want me. YMCA didn't want me. I couldn't find anywhere to do it. And I got my wife and my friend Jenny Bark, who go in there and they're white. So can you please get us in the museum? And they went, okay, so they set it up and they like, okay, we're the news people here, so they're the news people did it. And next thing you know, they were like,
you just
what are you guys gonna be doing? And they're like, well, we ain't doing nothing. And they looked at me and Eric are bringing, they set the tables. I was like, they're like, well, what are they doing? Well, they're the founders of it.
The broke.
Yeah, it was like when David Chappelle took his hat, like he took the mask off and what the fuck? And it was like, we're going to do this, and the thing is, it's going to be free. I want the kids from the ghetto, whatever you guys want to call it, I want them to come in here. And the thing is, I want these people to come in here. And by the time they all got together, they were also not going to you have to do it. I love Spar. I watched Spar when I was so young. I'm like, yeah, you're just drunk right now. You know what I mean? But we had so many people vibing, and then you know, you have breakdance. We had Cirque du Soleil before. We had DJ. To me, I fell out of love. It became work. Right. My dad's the first black polo player in the United States. So his thing was, Jabbar, before you die, give back whatever you do. If I got you bailing hay, it's for a reason. Because when I'm giving away money in the street and I'm going down to Avondale, Kennett Square, Oxford, and teaching the black polo team, so that's why they got the black polo team in Philadelphia, that's him. When you see inner city kids running
First of all, big up to Black Polo. Number one.
It's just like
number one, right? They won 4 times in a row straight with a whole black team. And that's my dad's, like, that's the statement.
We definitely, but see, that's the history, that's the thing, that's the stuff that we don't know about that should be publicized. Yeah. And if we have to create our own platforms to tell those stories, it goes right back to what Eric was saying. Now, not only do you get creators that are creating characters that we can relate to, but they're also telling stories. Because the story of the first black polo team in Philadelphia is a story I want to know about.
And the one thing in just Philadelphia, he was the first in the United States.
In the United States, I apologize, right.
And it was like, his dad, well, Sylvester Stallone's father, he's a referee in Oxford.
Did you really say that on the mic? I'm sorry, y'all. She just said the blackest thing. And she was like, "Oh, the fried chicken got you."
No, I was.
Well, he just might. There's a comment from there's a comment that says, "You guys are setting the bar, and I've never heard a more together and passionate group of creators." And honestly, that's the kind of love that we expect you to bring on August 10th. Listen, that sounds good in the chat, and we appreciate that kind of love. Show the greater love and actually support
and show up
and show out.
She lives in Florida. That's the one I told you. They're putting together their own.
Well, for everybody that don't live in Florida,
she wants to come next year. Like I said, she's one that their comic book, their Kickstarter starts next. So she was like,
tell her keep grinding.
I've been like with them, like trying to like help them like with storylines and stuff like that.
Keep on producing because the thing is, for a lot of females I've seen, they come out with great products and they get so discouraged after a while because there's so many men in the game. They'll have like 2 to 3 good projects and leave it alone. They'll be there for 8 or 9 years and we wonder, oh, nobody wants to buy my stuff. And then you start seeing the evil stuff. And it's like, oh, look, you got to keep creating. Just like them white boys do, you got to do it. Right. Nobody goes to Marvel DC and they're like, oh, I'm going to wait for 4 or 5 months just for one more Spider-Man book. No. I work, to me, I put anybody out. For real. I'll go against anybody. I'll release more books than you will ever imagine. I got 8 more books already that's not even out yet. I do 5 books every single year, and I do 3 novels.
Well, wait a minute. Don't give up all the goods just yet. But I mean, you definitely let them know because
you want them to work, yo. You want them to work.
You want everybody to keep on creating and doing their thing and supporting. And one of the big ways you can do it, August 10th.
Yes.
Come out.
For $10.
It's $10.
What, $10 at the door if you're not in costume, but $8 if you're in costume.
Listen. So now for my cosplayers, there's no joke. There's no game. There's no hustle to this. It's a no-brainer.
we're gonna actually. I'm gonna bring a couple cosplayers to roll with us, just off the strip, because I know we super appreciate what you guys are doing. You're also creating new avenues for everybody else, so that's what we need to keep growing and building. Listen, guys, we getting ready to wrap up and get up out of here.
Do you want to beat the blur?
Well, we so listen. The conversation was so on point. We good with that. We'll come next time when they come back around. We'll play beat the blur because I'm not gonna let any of them off the hook because they're gonna get these hands.
I'll say something though.
You said what?
They ready to go right now.
Phoenix to put me on a different level because a lot of times I was gonna give up. He knows it a lot. I won't talk to Phoenix like that because like on that part because a lot of times I'm trying to get where he's at. This brother is there telling me like, yo, don't quit. You still got something to do. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to remind myself more about promise. Because I bury people all the time in my family. And like, there was a couple times where I was totally done, and this brother was like, yo, I got this working on, I'm doing this, and that. And he was like, oh, this is not. And I was like, you know what? He got something in this. Right. And I would keep on working. So I definitely thank you, Phoenix, and definitely Eric. You know, they're both of them, like, without them brothers, yo, like.
Yeah, man, just having gratitude for where you are, just what you have. Not, you know what I'm saying? Just being grounded, centered with who you are and who you got around you. That's just priceless. You can't put a price on brotherhood. You can't put nothing on that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
you can't put a price on family because the sisters is just as involved in that.
Yes,
and it's not about brotherhood or sisterhood, but it's about the family unit as a whole.
Yeah.
Because just like you said at the beginning, just the same way it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to support a community.
Yes.
And in that vein, two things for y'all. Head Nurse in Charge will be down at the St. Christopher's Hospital. We're going to go see the children in the oncology department. For those that don't know what oncology means, children who suffer from cancer. And we're bringing our HNIC All-Star cosplayers. We're bringing our toys for the kids in those units. Our toy drive we've raised almost $550 towards the toy drive, and we already have people shipping. And I mean, not just locally, but all across the country. People have really taken it as, and those who could not donate monetarily are sending in toys. I got a package at the crib right now. And you know, if I'm giving up my personal address, this is important to me. So for everybody here, most of us will be there Thursday, August 8th, for the Cancer Who cosplay. We ain't got an official name for it. We're going to go see the kids. So what I need for you to do is, though, look down on our page. The drive is still going. It's going to go until August 8th. If you can dig deep, great. If you can't, you can support by just going to Walmart, going somewhere, and buying a toy to be able to add to the drive. And even if you can't, just take the post and reshare it. And get the word out, because that's the most important thing. Because one of the things that we want to do is just the same way we're talking about building up community, but you can't build up community sitting at home. You got to do something. You got to be active about something. And we're not just here on this platform to entertain, but to also affect the community around us. And honestly, who needs to smile more than a child who's been suffering from cancer and hasn't seen the light of day and God knows when. So we get the beauty, and I really appreciate every single solitary cosplayer that signed up for it, because you get to be true heroes. We ain't talking about Marvel, DC, none of that other fools. You get to literally embody a hero to these kids. So when they see you in your cosplay, you are the realest thing to them that could be. So we're going to be down there, and we really thank Cancer Who and St. Chris for bringing us down there and allowing us to come down there. We also have a couple other events that will be coming up that we're going to be announcing. We still got our HNIC block party that's going on. And we just recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary as a group, webcasting and doing this thing. A lot of people didn't think we were going to last a year. A lot of people got up and sang badly down at Layer KTV. I wasn't one of them. No, Trish got a great voice. Tef twerked on at least 7 different people. She dropped it. She dropped it like it was hot on 7 different people. And it was easily 7 different people.
You know he gotta be a trash bag.
Oh no, because we got the film.
Oh no!
Don, listen real quick. I
I gotta play this film for you because if you didn't come to the last HNIC party, you missed a good one. So we got this film. Don, go ahead and roll the film. Let the people see what they
I
missed.
definitely thought we were skipping this segment.
Oh, we gonna skip it. We gonna skip it with the video.
I'm done.
Oh, we don't have a video?
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, we got. I was about to say we gotta have a video. Oh. Don did the whole countdown.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Bear with Don as he
where we have it.
I mean,
no. She look tough. Like it's
yeah,
okay.
she like betting on them not finding it. Yeah.
I might just roll it wrong.
I'm glad I sat in the corner the whole time.
Just if you got it, roll it. Whoa, killer! Be careful saying that out loud.
Whoa. All right. Who gonna roll shit wrong? Oh my God, you guys got me.
Yeah, we just put Don on the spot. So hopefully,
like crazy over. So, all right, let's see. All right, we're going to go this one wrong and jump.
Okay, so while Don is getting it up, we had the opportunity.
Oh yeah, because this here. I forgot.
All right,
please don't say that phrase in the same sentence ever again.
Listen, we want to thank every one of our fans. We had fans fly in from Atlanta and spend the entire week with us. We had an opportunity to go out and really meet and greet. Oh, now when I get into my spiel, you got it. You ready? All right, no. Spiel over because we. Oh, I'm gonna embarrass everybody. No, we passed time, but that's okay because this is our show. We can do what we want. Don, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, listen, y'all. The voices, just excuse it. But if you miss another one of these HNIC parties, I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead, play that, Don.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. It starts with one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Keep God in mind. All I know. Watch it fly by as the magic swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So unreal.
Yeah, I'm. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good selection, guys. Nice selection.
Only on live can I sing to my niggas. And it ought to be fun. Touching hands. Come on. Reaching out. Touching me. Touching you. Let's go, people. Let's work it. Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Never the time seems so good. So good. So good. So good. I've been inclined.
We back? Gotta wrap it up. Listen, y'all.
I'm not even in there.
Mark said you broke his phone.
Mark, you're a hater. Tef, I wanted to scare you. I didn't put none of the twerking in there because if you want to see Tef twerking, go to our Patreon and you go to the
or you can follow me on Instagram at Teffy Wonder and see
Stop giving this stuff away for free. This is how we never make money. So I'm joking.
But follow me on Instagram anyway.
Listen, y'all. We appreciate you sticking in with the head nerds in charge, especially here with these brothers from Black Label Con. It's mind-blowing how much talent can be in one room. Can you imagine what we can do if we all come together and be able to support each other creatively? We're going to wrap it up. Tricks, as always, you are always welcome to come on the show whenever you get good and well ready. Okay. Because only you can tolerate my bad jokes. Tef, I have no idea why we keep bringing you back, but you have phenomenal natural hair, so I guess there's some good things. I love your crown. I love your crown. But listen, if y'all can, real quick, just give your handle so everybody knows where to follow you.
You can find me on Facebook as Trixel, or you can find me on Instagram as Trixel Cosplay.
Yo, to everybody hating on Sweet Caroline, that is the song you end the party on. But go ahead, Steph.
You can follow me at Teffy Wonder. It's spelled just like it sounds, TEFFYWONDER.
Sass.
You can follow me at Yokai Sassy. I see some of y'all dropping in there, but it's not enough for y'all, so you need to go do it on Instagram or on Facebook with Cosplay with Yokai Sassy.
You know Sass is trying to be like a dominatrix, so she's trying to get her little subs in order.
Trying.
I don't want to get turned on my sister. No, get out of here. That's disgusting. I felt weird. My nipples got hard. Anyway. Say yes, mistress. You're terrible.
Ew.
I know, it's disgusting. It's totally weird.
Well, you should do one of these like smaller hair. Like, how you been? He's biting me.
Then you really gonna be Uncle Kurt.
No, don't put Uncle
Trash Bag.
See all that hate.
My bad.
No. We Phoenix, if you could, just one last time, let everybody know where they can find your content and support you individually.
If you want to see just the straight art, that's Instagram at phoenix.nebula.9. That's on Instagram. Facebook is Phoenix Nebula. That's my profile page. Put a hyphen between the O and the E. It'll come right up. You'll see a little dragonfly. It looks like a pin.
Perfect. That's it. That's the way. And Eric, if you don't mind. Oh, go ahead, Jack.
Mine is like my name, Jabbar Brown. That's my Facebook. Instagram is JLB Brown. You know, and if you need any type of advice or even printing and stuff, because we're printers too. You know, we do everything. Just about.
Yeah, y'all all the keys to the game.
Hit us up. We're trying to be the new model.
I love it.
Are you JLB_Brown?
Yeah.
All right, y'all heard that? JLB _Brown. And Eric, if you take us home.
And for me, to at least find me is same as my name, Eric.Cooper.353. That's for both my Instagram and also my Facebook. Nightsecret.com is most of my content. But now pretty much Black Label, Comic-Con will be a lot of my content as well. But for me, the reason I love you guys bringing us out here, we truly appreciate it. I got to thank Eric Moran also for hooking us up and everything else. But the reason why you come to Black Label, and I hope you find a purpose for yourself and what you want to do in the industry, even just to enjoy the time with people, to learn about different things. And I say any creator coming out to our stuff is this: find your reason why you're there. We will show you how to do what you need to do.
Hey, you can look. I can't surmise that any better. So King Kurt Live, y'all already know where to check me on IG. Support us by going to Head Nerds in Charge. We are on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Support the Twitch if you can, because that's really where we need the bulk of our support. But the fact that you tune in to us week to week, our audience keeps growing, and as our platform keeps getting bigger, hopefully, we can keep collaborating with awesome creators like this, because meeting gentlemen like this, brothers like this, especially in the struggle and the art struggle, is why we do what we do. So we'll be back here every Wednesday, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. It depends on if these bills get paid, but short of a miracle, keeping us from it, we'll be back here every week. We hope to see you too. We out of here. Don, take us home.
Okay, bye.